the fighter and the kid. Had to run it back, cause we back at it again. Yeah, we gon' keep it moving like it's never gonna end. When it was Brendan, when it was Bryan, when it was just talking to friends. We got the kid Callen on the left, with the fighter on the right. Ay, had to do it right, cause we coming at you live. Back with the team, had to keep it OG, must see TV. Had to do it. Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid. We're out.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, we're good, Chin.
I've decided that I had a guy who said when I was in the Marines and we were in the forward operating base and life was shit, we would come back and listen just to get a laugh. And you know what I realized about podcasting?
Listen to what? Us?
Yes, and what I realized about podcasting is that you can like drop a bunch of knowledge or you can make people laugh, which is more valuable.
I've been telling you this for 10 years.
Yes, you have.
10 years, right?
Well, because people tune in not to learn, but to laugh, because laughter is more important than anything else when you're going through some shit.
And that's why they tune to us.
That's why they tune into us. Now,
how long I've been marching that down your old weathered throat.
Let me explain the fucking fermentation process.
Please.
Yes.
But that's how it goes. But we've had people on, same thing. There was a guy who was like, in Boston, he's like, yeah, man, during the pandemic, he was like, I was stuck at home with the kids, man. I just put your shit on. My wife was like, you guys were the only thing that kept us going. I'm like, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
You're not coming. Here's the thing. Listen, this might surprise a lot of people. We're not the smartest cats in the bunch. They're smart. So if you're going to give a hot take on the current climate between Russia and
we ain't the guys.
Ukraine,
we ain't the guys.
We might throw some jokes at it.
Sure.
We'll have a funny take on it.
Sure.
We'll probably talk about Putin's big old angry Russian dick.
Yep.
That's it. But if you're using us for straight up information.
Correct. God bless you. Do you know what worked on me with Putin a long time ago? Him posing on a horse with his shirt off.
I knew that would work.
And I was like, you know what?
Man.
Well, I'm a gay man, but also I was like, that's a very manly thing. We would never have a president do that. And then there was a picture of him holding a baby tiger. Now, it was before he invaded Ukraine and killed all those people.
Also, the judo stuff, too. We saw him talking around guys. Judo. Yeah, people are like, whoa, crazy. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Imagine if we were somewhere and I was like, oh, dude, I'm taking my shirt off and jump on this horse. Everyone would go, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Now, Putin, I'm going to do this. Then he go, yes, sir.
Well, no, because...
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Because he's the most successful gangster in history. He's the most successful gangster and the richest man in the world, if you actually think about it.
You ever seen his crib?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. So, but he's backed himself in a corner here. Yeah, they see some yachts. Yeah. You're a Russian oligarch.
Yeah, that's tough.
Europe goes, nah, can't do that anymore. We're going to put some pressure on Putin.
It's dicey, huh? Putin. Well, it's funny because people not, balls deep in like the Winter Hill gang and Whitey Bulger. When I do the meet and greets in Boston, everyone had a story, and I loved. I should have done a Whitey Bulger gangster mafia Boston podcast out there. Yeah, everyone had their stories.
Everybody.
Oh, they were good.
Yeah,
just epic stories.
He put a lot of fear into people's hearts.
I mean, he's
bad guy.
FBI informant and worked for the government. Sure.
All that stuff. Yeah. We stayed at a lake house. Me and the boys.
You were in Tacoma?
I was in Tacoma. Please say it correctly. I was in Tacoma. And what a beautiful fucking lake house it was. But you know something? When you go and get into a lake house at night, Bubba, and you look around and you're like, the first thing I said, the lake was there, the trees, and I went, well, we're never getting out of this alive.
Oh, you guys are scared?
Yeah, I looked down in the basement, and the basement had a white... It wasn't no door. It just had a white sheet covering it. And I said to Nick, I go down there. And he goes, I'm not fucking going down there. I go, just go down there.
Here's the bad news.
Go in the fucking...
You have to stay in the basement.
You got to stay in the basement. You got to stay in the basement. It was a beautiful house, but I was like, I don't know. Lakes are eerie. Lakes are a little eerie. That's where ghosts...
Tacoma's cool, though.
Tacoma is... You know what? You know what?
They're good
It's
clubs.
a half hour outside of Seattle.
Yes.
Tacoma is a half hour.
I'd rather be in Tacoma than Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle, bit of a shit show.
I loved the crowds.
The traffic.
Fucking loved the crowds.
Traffic, Daddy. I told you this last time I was there at Tacoma. If you go to Seattle, you know, you want to go to the Pike's Place and the first Starbucks and all that.
Didn't do it. Been there
Because
too
the
many
traffic, they can't expand the roads because over water.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, you're talking about 2-lane highways.
Yeah.
So the traffic is nuts.
Yes.
Nuts.
Yeah. Can't do it. I've done it.
I could live in Boston. I just can't do cold. If there was like fall, summer there all the time, I could do it.
Well, you know cold from Denver, but this cold hurts your face to walk around.
Not for me.
I'm telling you, January, you cannot walk around with your face exposed for more than 5 minutes because it's too cold for your fucking face.
Can't do it. Not
Put
for
your
me.
face in ice water and hold it there and tell me how it goes.
Can't do it.
No.
We went to that Union Oyster. Everyone told me to go to Union Oyster. It's the oldest restaurant in Boston. And they knew I was coming, so they set us up in JFK's seat because you know he's a Massachusetts boy.
Yep.
And even when he was president, that was his favorite restaurant. And he sit in the corner booth,
Wow.
and they have his picture there. And then you could order his drink. He sat there. That was cool.
That's
because I
pretty
love
cool.
that stuff.
I love that stuff. I love it. I tried to walk a half a mile. I had it on my GPS. I was in Boston in the winter. I didn't have a scarf, and I had just a down jacket and a sweater. And I tried
wear
to
scarves
walk
though, right?
a half mile. You
Yeah.
have to in Boston.
Sure.
And you have to have a hat. Didn't have a hat. A lot of problems. And I said, let's see if I can handle this. And I darted into a fucking store. I darted in out of breath.
You're not built for
I
the
was,
cold.
Oh, and I was panicked. And the woman goes, where's your scarf? Where's your scarf?
Yeah.
Where's your hat?
Yeah.
It's winter.
Yeah.
And I was like, where can I buy one right now?
Brutal. I just can't do it. If they didn't have that, I could live there.
Was it cold though when you were there?
No. I mean,
No.
there was some rain, but
It's still good though.
It's still good.
Yeah.
It's still all good.
Laugh Boston, great club.
Good club.
Now that used to be Southie, Bubba. You know that. That was like, that area was South.
I had a whole
South.
bit on how it's changed.
Oh, yeah.
How Charleston changed from bank robbers to what it is now.
Yep.
Yeah, the bit
lot of-
come
lot-
out.
a
I
lot
had
of
a whole bit
yuppies.
on it. It's just completely different now. Completely different. I want to do a club because we always, we've done Wilbur together because I always do the Wilbur out there. I always want to do a Boston club, so we did Laugh Boston. You drive by the Wilbur to Laugh Boston. I drove by it in text like this.
Yeah.
And the line is 2 miles long. And I was like, who the fuck is there? So I looked up and it was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
He does one night.
Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. He's on the same circuit, just selling a lot more tickets.
Yeah, same age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
DeGrasse Tyson.
Crazy, right?
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Well, it's
too.
also encouraging that somebody can talk about space and that many people want to. You know, I've never.
That's why he's so big.
You know what I'm not interested in ever and never have been? Space. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, I don't. I know it's huge and amazing. I just never cared about. If you say, hey, you know the cosmos or Milky Way, I'm already half asleep. I'm
No
already
black holes,
Oh,
nothing?
I'm bored. I'm bored.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
because
why.
it's like, yeah, there's not much we can do. It
doesn't affect me.
We're limited to like knowing about it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not that into it either.
Rogan is obsessed with it. He would always be like, we're a rock, and if you look at the infinite, and I was like, I don't care.
Mayor Sasso would like get horrible like anxiety because he think of how insignificant we are compared to the grand scheme of things.
I didn't know he
like the
did that.
galaxy and stuff. You don't remember that?
No, but
yeah, he freaked out one time when I was at his house. I was like, whoa, that's never ran through my head.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
also
it can
a
help
coping
you.
strategy for Seinfeld. He talked about that. He's like, if I get stressed out, I'd look at that map and go, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to deal with
You know
certain
what?
things.
Doesn't work for me.
That don't work for me.
Doesn't work for me. All those little tricks, guys, when you go, you know what? I'm just an insignificant piece of
No,
sand.
no, no.
Doesn't work for me.
No, it's my
Look up at the
perspective.
cosmos. Doesn't work for me.
No.
None of that works. And here's the other thing that doesn't work for me. Don't tell me to just trust the universe because I won't either because the universe is not my friend. It's not my friend. Universe doesn't give
I
a
was
fuck
trying to
about
kill
me.
you all the time.
When I was hunting out in Alaska, I was wondering why, and Rogan was talking about it too, and so was Ranella. When you look out, when you're out on top of a glacial lake and nobody's around, you get depressed. There's a depression that sets in, and all of us said that because I would look out and I would feel so sad. And the reason I felt so sad is because I was in a place where I couldn't survive, and it didn't care about me. And there's something about that where you're just like, by the way, go down there and look at how handsome I was. Please go down there and look at how handsome I was.
Which one?
Down to the
No,
corner
far
right there.
The only way he looks young.
Wow. Good looking guy. Look at the hair on me, you fucking bitches.
The top's still not great though, right?
I got my lids. The top's, I'll take that top.
Yeah,
I'll take-
right now. We'll take
There's
that.
no gray, Bubba. When was that?
That was 2 years ago.
Fucking, I
That was
bet.
2 years ago.
Damn it.
Well, that's the universe doesn't give a fuck about. anybody.
Fuck about you.
Well, think
fuck.
about when with your thing, Brian. Borderline, stop.
No.
Think about that's my thing. Even when like,
No.
even super important people. This is a really depressing. Think when when somebody really important passed away, like when Kobe Bryant died. we were so upset.
Yeah.
The world kept going.
Well, this is what I always say.
Doesn't stop, no matter who it is.
I said this. I go,
Queen Elizabeth got 12 days.
if 1 billion people died, it'd be the most worst thing ever. God help us if it ever happens. But if it happened way the fuck over there, we'd all be sad, but nobody would miss work. Like you just keep moving.
Well, that you got you. But what are people supposed to do? Like everyone has to take care of their own. Like granted, you want to take care of your own, then be nice and help people out. But you got to make sure your own house is eating and it's warm and those kids have clothes.
Yeah.
So you're worried about your own, man.
Yeah.
So when people die, it's like that's not my uncle.
Yeah.
That's not my. They don't provide for me. I got to do my thing.
Yeah.
I see you keep looking at the shirt. Triple O's. This is Whitey Bulger's bar.
I wasn't looking at that.
No, I saw you kept looking at Whitey Bulger's bar.
You're a little bit like
you want one?
You're like a chick who loves serial killers and criminals.
Oh,
like
yeah.
my ex was that way.
I'm too into it.
She was so into it. You have a lot of that.
Oh yeah, I'm way too into it.
Yeah.
Hey B, let's take a little break, buddy.
Little break, buddy.
I'll tell you where people can take a little break and see us do some stand up.
If you want to laugh,
If you want to laugh and hard.
If you like to laugh
You want
hard.
and get your wieners
Yeah.
out and have a grand old time.
Well, I know you're going to be in San Jose at the San Jose Improv
Next
October
week.
13th, 14th, 15th. That's next week. And
Next-
next week I'll be at the, speaking of which, the Bridgeport, Connecticut Stress Factory, October 13th, 14th, 15th.
This
But
will
where
be
are
a
you going to be
nice
after
flight
that?
to Bridgeport, dude. There's the double
I
planes.
love that because I get to take two
Take
planes.
3 planes. And you do me a favor, take 3.
Yeah, I'll take three planes and then a shuttle.
I'm going to direct to San Jose. That's next week, October 13th to 15th. And then Salt Lake City, Wise Guys, October 20th through 22nd. Then I end October in Calgary, downtown Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Calgary at the Rooftop. The show on the 27th almost sold out, so we add a show on the 28th. That's Friday, the Rooftop. Trying to fly back on the 29th, do a fight campaign for Jake Paul and Anderson Silva and Calvin Cater, Arnold Allen. Keep you guys posted. Are you in town on the 29th?
I'm not, buddy. On the 29th, I'm afraid I'm in Schaumburg, Illinois, at the
Fuck
Schaumburg
you.
Improv.
Fuck
It
you,
says the
Bryan.
Chicago Improv, but we know where that is.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
October 27, 28, 29. Wish I was there. Charlotte, North Carolina Comedy Zone, November 10, 11, 12. Naples, Florida, Off the Hook Comedy Club, December 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll see you there. You got to protect yourself. And you got to protect yourself physically. And sometimes you got to protect yourself when you're online.
Dude,
okay?
these days,
hackers.
you talking about cyber protection, Daddy?
Listen. Yeah, that's the bottom line.
That's why you need Avast. It's the global
Avast,
leader.
A-V-A-S-T.
Avast, the
Yep.
global leader in cyber protection for more than 30 years.
30
Trusted
years.
by over, ready for this, 435 million users. It prevents over 1.5 million attacks every
Billion,
month.
not million, but billion.
But
attacks.
is that billion?
Yep.
This is
It empowers
nuts.
you. Look, Avast empowers you to with digital safety and privacy, no matter who you are, where you are, or how you connect. You can enjoy these opportunities that come with being connected and on your terms.
Yep,
okay?
Avast new all-in-one solution. Avast One helps you take control of your safety, privacy online through a range of features. All right, because Avast believes essential protection should be available to just not the rich, but to everyone. A free version of Avast One still includes award-winning free AV, free VPN, free firewall, and much, much more. We got you covered. All right.
Avast premium version has even more advanced protection and allows you to protect multiple devices.
That's the one I like to go with. Avast privacy features keep your identity and actions hidden. Nobody knows what you're doing, Daddy. All right,
This is the future. This is the future.
Yep, VPN, allowing you to connect safely and secure public Wi-Fi, like at the airport, Starbucks. Conduct your business wherever you want without the fear of a cyber.
And there are people out there always looking to steal your data. Always.
Oh, dude,
that's a
it's not
fact.
good.
Whether you know it or not, it's being taken
Yep.
from you.
Avast also has the ransomware protection, secures your personal photos, documents, other files like emails from being modified, deleted, or encrypted by some ransom attacks. We got you, man. So if you're ready to go, here you go, man. Thanks to Avast for supporting the Fire and the Kid. All right.
Confidently.
Take control of your online world with Avast One. It helps you stay safe from viruses, phishing attacks, ransomware, hacking attempts, and other cyber crimes. All right. Learn more about Avast One at avast.com.
That's AVAST 1. That's spelled out ONE. Guys, listen. Je parle français.
Wow, dude,
Parce
you're
que,
French.
parce que j'ai étudié avec Babbel.
I have no idea what you're
Babbel.
doing.
Sorry, dude. I speak French now, and it's because of
my
Babbel.
God.
Okay, it's an app on my phone, dude.
Well, I'm 39. Is it too late for me to learn?
Dude, too late for you to learn. Hey, you can take 10-minute lessons. Okay, you can have real life conversations with real people.
Yeah,
okay?
but it'll take like 3 years.
No, dude, you start learning in as little as 3 weeks.
Oh my God.
You know, other learning apps use AI for their lesson plans. Babbel was created by 150 language experts. I've done a bunch of different apps. I always say this, it's the best by far. That's a fact. I use it actually all the time. And they've got 14 different languages.
What if I learn Spanish?
They got Spanish, they got French, they got Italian, they got German.
Oh my God, this is insane.
10 other languages.
Dude, if you say they give me a 20-day money-back guarantee, I'm going to freak.
I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you speech recognition technology to make sure that your pronunciation and accent are good. How about that? And right now, you can get 55% off your subscription when you go to Babbel, BABBEL.com/fighter. That's BABBEL.com/fighter. Up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel. Language for life.
I finished the
What are you in? What is
I
it?
don't know. I bought a book that says, Why Are We So Into Serial Killers?
Yeah.
I just got it.
Because they say with women, it's a way of studying the demonic male. They want to understand the psychology so they can predict his behavior and stay away from him. Right?
It's probably same with me. I don't know. I don't know.
Here's a weird thing.
Because they're outliers.
But here's a weird thing about some women. So for whatever reason, serial killers, gangsters, there is not an insignificant number, a portion of the female population that's drawn to it and wants to marry it. And so evolutionary biologists, this guy was talking about how it might be, it's like, there's a book called, I think it's The Demonic Male. Can you look it up? About apes. And it might be because they represent such a far, far extreme of the genetic aggression code. And then women who are on the other extreme of the passivity code, there's this weird attraction that's supposed to create children that ultimately become normal.
But here's the thing to debunk that stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think it's interesting. I think because it's so out of the norm and these guys get away with it, especially back in that time period, they would get away with this stuff, and it's just so insane, especially the way they did it and the people they would go for. Don't get it twisted. All these don't ever get it twisted. All these serial killers are complete pussies. They go for people that are, that need protection. They live with
their moms and stuff. Yeah.
No, they're just bitches.
Yes.
They're losers. They're losers who decide to take the easy way out of life.
They're the worst of the
don't
worst.
Get it twisted.
They're the worst of the
I'm not a fucking fan of any of it. It's just, to me, it's so interesting, like how somebody can be that evil.
Yes.
It's insane to me. But they're all cowards.
But here, this book is about, look at this. I didn't know this, but humans are genetically closer to chimps than chimps are to gorillas. I didn't know that. Did you know that? That's fucking crazy. And that chimps and bonobos are most closely genetically related. So they look at like how violent, but also how kind certain apes are. It's a really interesting thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so into it. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm just super into it. The Charles Manson's the most fascinating one. He's not even a serial killer.
Yeah, well, so
we label him as
so do you think it's because you're do you want to have sex with them?
I don't think so. But back to the point where women get attracted to him, like the Night Stalker, if we're going to go like first team, all good looking serial killer.
Yeah.
Richard Ramirez, #1, we got his teeth done, right? Ted Bundy, close second, right?
Did he get his teeth done?
The Night Stalker did, yeah.
Because he smelled
veneers.
very bad.
He got veneers. Yeah, he didn't shower. But he got veneers and straight, best serial killer looking all the time. Charles Manson, only 5'5". If he was taller, he'd be up there. Look at him.
Oh my.
On the left, it's a demon. On the right, you're like, is that a Gucci model? Right?
Yeah, he's a really good looking
insane.
guy.
Yeah. But that's the thing, when the eyewitnesses, like one lady survived, he shot her in the face and she survived. The first thing she said, the detective said, this is strange. The first thing she said, he was a very handsome guy who tried to. The detective's like, what? He was a very attractive male. Which usually when we talk about serial killers, they think of John Wayne Gacy, like they look like shit.
Look at him. He's such a good looking guy.
He was the worst of the worst. But back to, so I finished that.
Is he dead? Did he
die? Yeah, horrible death.
Really?
Yeah, he had disease in prison. His skin turned yellow and his eyes turned neon yellow and died. Horrible death. Nobody got worse death than Jeffrey Dahmer, though, right?
Yeah.
You know what happened to him?
No, I don't. Oh, he had secondary B-cell lymphoma.
He looked insane. Yeah, so chronic substance abuse, chronic hepatitis C viral infection. It was a really bad death for him, and that's what he fucking deserves.
That's right.
Jeffrey Dahmer got the most satisfying death out of any serial killer.
He got the fuck beaten out of him by
just didn't get the fuck beat out of him. Check this out. So Jeffrey Dahmer, they kind of allude to it in the series.
Why am I excited to hear this?
Oh, because it's so fascinating.
But why? Like now, this
because justice was done.
I literally just went like this, and I sat back a little, and I'm getting crunk.
That's why I know it's gonna be a good story.
Why am I this? What? That's interesting. All right.
Check this out.
Yeah.
And they allude to it on the series, right? And we'll talk about that. But I finished in 2 days. I got problems. So 10-part series, hour each, is so well done.
And I want to see the guy who killed him.
Oh, but let me tell the story before the guy who killed him.
Okay.
So Jeffrey Dahmer goes to prison, right?
Yeah.
And he's in prison, and he, like you said, people are attracted to that, whatever reason, they're fans. He's getting fan mail.
Yeah.
And they're sending him money. He's autographed things. They're paying for his autograph. And this was before they passed the law that you can't benefit off murder. So back then, he's making money. He's getting all the treats, all that shit. And he started to like feed into his own kind of fame. He's like, oh, I'm kind of a celebrity, and this people treat me different. They would allow him to go outside, so it was pissing the other cellmates off. Then he would eat lunch, and he would pretend, he would like, oh, this is like a finger, and like, oh, this is like that guy's liver that I ate. And he would like play around with it. Well, there was a guy there, a bad dude, who was like, hey, motherfucker, you think this is funny? Quit doing this shit. We don't like this. But he's been locked up so long, he wasn't aware of Jeffrey Dahmer. He just thought he was this white dude who was fucking weird. So he goes to the person who controls the library in the prison, and they're like, because of your condition, you can't do this. And he goes, but I'm right with the Lord now. I've been fine. I haven't had any hiccups for years. Can you just let me in and look into this Jeffrey Dahmer guy? Because I'm worried he's going to hurt somebody. And the lady was his friend. He goes, yeah, I'll let you look. He looks into it. So he's killed a 14-year-old boy. See this, all this horrible shit. He ate people. And the guy's a man of the Lord. And so Jeffrey Dahmer in prison, all of a sudden, man of the Lord, got baptized, all this shit, right? So Jeffrey Dahmer, they would allow him to clean the gym. And I think the guards were in on it.
Of course.
So it's Jeffrey Dahmer and his other buddy in prison. The other buddy in prison killed his wife, stabbed her in the face, blaming it on two black guys. And those black guys went to prison for a few years, so they found out that the guy actually did it. There's Dahmer's buddy. So the guards bring them to clean the gym. That guy was like, no, these boys ain't getting away with this. Tough dude. Goes in there.
Big fella.
The guard goes, oh, we have a new man to the cleaning crew. He's going to help you guys out tonight. Guard leaves. That guy goes, looks like it's showtime. He goes first on, because the guy was cleaning like the locker. He goes first, just destroys that guy, bashes his head in.
Kills him.
Goes to Jeffrey Dahmer, and he's like, I'm the man of the Lord. And Dahmer goes, I am now too. He goes, no, you're not. He goes, my Lord has vengeance for the stuff that you did. And he goes, I was reading, did you kill a 14-year-old boy? And Dahmer goes, yeah, I did. And he goes, and you would eat him? He goes, yeah, I did. And he goes, well, guess what, motherfucker? Today's your resurrection day. Today's when you pay the piper. Took a fucking, first of all, he punched him in the face. Then he went and got a small barbell. And he was like, and he told Dahmer, he was like, and you killed a 14-year-old boy, motherfucker, in a predominantly black neighborhood. You were killing blacks. And Dahmer goes, yeah. Before he kills him, he goes, yeah. But I would give them medicine so they didn't feel it. And he goes, well, you're about to feel every single one of these. He literally beat his face into a pulp so bad that they couldn't tell it was Jeffrey Dahmer after he was done.
Yep.
And he got another like 2-year life sentence. But when you hear that, you're like, that's exactly how this should go.
Correct.
That's the universe full circle.
Wow. Bring up a picture of the guy that murdered Jeffrey Dahmer. That vengeance killed Jeffrey Dahmer. That's that's what we call a righteous kill.
That's what we call justice.
We call a righteous kill.
Yeah, because he said his last words were, you're about to feel, he goes, yeah, but they didn't feel anything. It was cool. You're about to feel every single one of these, motherfucker.
Man, oh man.
This guy?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Well.
Dahmer's killer, Schaub, said the serial killer taunted inmates with food. Yeah, you'd fuck up their lunch and be like, look, this was like the liver that I ate from this victim, and like, play those games.
Yeah.
And here that dude had a life sentence, so he's like, fuck it. That Jeffrey Dahmer series is interesting. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna spoil it for you a little bit in 3, 2, 1. In the series, so it's a next door neighbor, the lady who kept calling and calling and complaining of saying that it smells horrible and I smell power tools. And then she'd go to Jeffrey Dahmer and he'd be like, oh, it's pork chops. And my family sent pork chops and went bad, and whatever people bought that. The truth is, if you read Jeffrey Dahmer's book, the detective that wrote it, the series has to do their job and make it entertaining. She actually lived in a different building. She was in his next door neighbor. The next door neighbor never said anything. Nothing. She actually lived in another building across the street and would watch him. Wow. She was just like she had nothing to do, and she would just see him coming in and out all the time. She didn't live next door though. Damn. That's my only problem with the series. But also, we've been around TV, Hollywood. It's like, well, yeah, they got to make it interesting. She can't be across the way. It doesn't make sense, Yeah. So she wasn't her. Like, people that know the story, like, this is ridiculous. She was in the next door neighbor. I'm like, but for the entertainment, that made it so much better because she could hear those guys yelling, screaming, and the smell. But if they try to do it the actual way, where she's in another fucking completely across the street, dude, not that close. That's the real of it. Interesting, huh?
Yeah, fucking crazy.
Dude, I watched that Marilyn Monroe, the blonde. It's NC-17.
Yeah.
The only reason I watched is for NC-17.
Yeah.
So halfway through it, there's some sex scenes where I'm like, all right, it's pretty hot. And the girl playing is so hot, right?
Yeah.
It's heavy on abortion, and people that are against abortion are super mad at this movie. Like, this movie's getting so much backlash.
She got a lot of abortions.
She got a lot of abortions. But here's my thing.
She was also kind of raped, wasn't she? A lot. Or she had to have sex with all these.
Yeah, like she got her
all
start
these
by
fucking-
having sex.
Yeah.
And she went in there to read her first role. She went in there and it was like the head of whatever, some big time production company. She went to do the read, didn't even do the read. She did it and he's like, cool, had sex with her.
Yep.
She walks out crying.
Yep.
And then a day later, like, you got the role. And she's like, what? That's how she got her start. So of course she's gonna be fucked up with that. But it being NC, so the people who are mad that there was, that showed the abortions, my caveat to that is, but that's her story.
That's her story.
Like, should they ignore all that?
Yeah, that's her story.
They showed the story. They're not, the people that made it aren't anti-abortion. That's just her story.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 or 5 abortions in the thing. And it's pretty heavy. That thing NC-17, a lot of tits, all that stuff, sex. I'm like, I was like, I don't need to be NC-17. And then towards the end, she pays a visit to my boy JFK. And he's in the presidential bed, right? He's on the phone and he's talking and she comes in and he goes, sit down. And then he's on the phone with some big, governor or something. And he just gets his dick out and starts jacking him off. I'm like, well, this is pretty cool. And then he's like, come on, baby. And grabs her head. And it shows, this is why it's NC-17. It shows up close, her pretending to suck JFK's dick. I mean, straight up porno style.
Yeah.
Like you can just see the tip of the dick, but her head's going up and down.
Jesus
and you hear
Christ.
JFK going, yeah, slut, you little dirty slut. I was like, oh, that's why this is NC-17.
Jesus.
But I'm watching on the plane, 2 old ladies next to me.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, yeah, take it.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I go, have you, and I know they saw it. I went, have you,
Yeah.
this Marilyn Monroe thing is sad. Don't watch it. And she's just sucking dick. I was like, this thing's awful, man. I can't believe they did this. You believe that? That's crazy. Just play. Put rewind, play.
That's the problem with opening your phone up when you have friends like mine and ours. You open your phone up and your friends are going to send you stuff you don't even know. Well, a mutual friend of ours sent me I was on the plane, opened up, and it was a guy this skinny white dude with the biggest dick I've ever seen, just this huge heart on. That's all the picture was. I was like, hey, dude.
People think you're gay.
I'm on a fucking plane.
know.
I was like, erase.
You can put those filters over it where people can't see from the side.
Haven't done it.
I need to do it, but I just never.
No.
I on the plane, I'm like, I'm gonna get one of those. I get home, I'm like, nah,
there are a
that's not
lot
a
of
big
things
deal.
I need to do. Like, for example, be ready for a disaster, earthquake. I should be storing water. I should be storing food. I should have this. I don't have that stuff. I just don't.
When I get home, like, I'm gonna roll the dice.
Yeah. I should be doing all that shit. I
never think about that
I
stuff.
just don't. Did a lot of gun shooting this weekend with my buddy, used to be a Delta guy. And he had me come out, my buddy Tom, and I went out to his amazing, he's in the middle of, he's about an hour outside of Seattle.
Okay.
And in the woods where there's nothing but like mountain lion and bear and deer. You can shoot them off his
They got
porch.
problems up there, yeah.
But my man has all the guns, right? Because he was a Delta guy.
Yeah.
He's got all the guns.
He knows his way
So
around
we
the
went
gun.
out and shot fucking, it was really interesting. Shot AR-15s, shot sniper rifles, shot 45s, 9mm, everything. Now, I'd never done this though. So I'd never done how they actually train. So I can shoot anything with an AR-15 because it's got a laser and you can hit everybody.
Yeah.
Just hold the gun, pop, 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 pop. It's no kick. Yeah, you got a sniper rifle. It's got more of a kick, but you can figure that out too. You got a pistol. I'm a pretty good shot with a pistol.
Sure.
I can group, whatever. Both my eyes open. Okay.
a group.
Here's the thing, dude. Then he said, okay, now you got the AR-15. Now I want you to walk towards the target and try to hit it.
Just move a little.
Just move a little. Just walk. So just move. That's all. We'll just walking. I didn't hit it fucking once. Do you know why? As you walk,
Yeah,
it's
you're
doing
moving.
this.
Oh, yeah, your body's.
So I missed a human body I didn't hit it once, dude. And none of us did, except for my buddy Nick actually ended up doing it. But it was really interesting. Then with a pistol, same shit. He goes, I want you to walk towards and unload. Bop, 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 bop.
Couldn't do it?
The gun's going like this and it's smoke, so your eyes are squinting. It just, I sucked. I sucked.
How long did you guys shoot for?
Long enough.
Yeah.
1 hour.
After 20 minutes, I'm all set.
Here's the thing about it. If you're just a regular guy like us, when you shoot guns that are that loud and that powerful, it exhausts you.
Oh, it's so
because you
exciting.
don't realize it. You're tense all the time, and then you're doing these drills where you're trying to walk forward, and everybody's competing with each other.
Yeah.
Everybody's competing. Everybody wants to shoot better.
We usually start with like the Desert Eagle, start with the big guns, AR-15s.
All that.
And after that, it's like, what else? Is there a bazooka? There's nowhere to go up from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's 15 minutes. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Remember that time we shot and the guy was like, now I'm going to have to charge you for the ammo. I was like, what?
Well, he gave us.
And
a
it costs
break,
all the
too.
money.
He gave us a break.
Yeah, but it costs all the money.
Yeah.
Huh. That ammo's not
But when
cheap.
you're moving, it's not side to side. When you're moving forward, and the way those guys do, there's a whole technique to that.
Just like anything.
Like
I
anything
would
else.
assume.
Like
Did you
anything
see your
else.
boy Antonio Brown with his big old Piper dick out at the pool?
Speaking
just
of
pulls
guns?
his dick out.
What?
Speaking of heavy artillery.
No, I'd like.
He
to
just
see
had a
that.
pool in Dubai. It's a family pool.
No.
And hey, it's not like this.
Wait a minute. So he's got issues. I need to talk to you about Tua.
Yeah, he's
after this.
yeah, please talk to me about Tua.
Okay, but
But
wait.
look at this. I'm surprised they don't have the
He's got issues.
Yeah, another one.
I want to know who's filming. What if his friends like, yeah, get your ass in her face?
I mean, he's got a nice ass. Who's this girl?
One more. Yeah, another.
But apparently she's pissed about it.
I
Just
can't see the video.
I think if you just close it, Jen.
You can't close it.
That's not a look up. Go up. See the
Pay
X.
$1,000. Pay $1,000.
And apparently this lady's not happy. Is what I'm hearing.
He's waterboarding her.
Well, she's moving away from him.
Board.
Look now he gets his dick out. Oh, they stopped it.
Well, that's
And it's like
Weird.
the submarines that come up and they gotta look over the land.
yeah, that's
It's
weird.
like
It doesn't look like
that.
anybody's in the pool, but still, like,
I mean, she's in the pool.
yeah, he's got a dick on.
And his defense was awful. He was just trying to talk about Tua. He was just trying to take the spotlight off him.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all here worry about this big ass dick. He's like, what about Tua? He didn't say big ass dick, but he's like, y'all worry about this. What about Tua, man? You're like, wait, those are two different things, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not doing well.
we'll find it. No, that's arguably CTE because it creates.
No,
all
but
kinds
he's
of
always been
behavior.
crazy. He's always been notoriously known to
Maybe
be
he's had
like
it.
out of
Maybe he's
control.
had it for a long time. I think we're gonna find out that this.
But B, this is what I don't like.
I know.
This is why I don't, and everyone does this. CT, or he's always been like this, man.
Yeah.
Or he's just crazy.
or he's been a prince for so long. He's everybody's always he's always been a guy that got a pass because he was so talented,
Correct.
right? I don't know. But I will say this, that after Tua, I listened to
There it
the football
is.
player.
Look at
Whoa,
that snout.
What the fuck?
Look
is
at that
going on,
pipe.
bro? Okay. I was,
I mean, that's a giant dick.
Look, he's-
And it looks like it's not hard.
Yeah,
it's hard
it's
to
not.
get. It's hard to get an erection
he's
in the pool.
pulling it up. So
But even stretch, that's not even hard. He's stretching that thing out like a fucking bungee cord.
yes, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, to me, yeah. And I saw him.
Now,
like, God,
in a
to me,
perfect
I was like,
world-
I think I got a dick on him.
Was that his girl or was that just some
Not
woman?
his girl. Apparently, she's not happy.
Okay, well.
She is not happy.
Is there? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, but so this guy was talking about who had got a traumatic brain injury. Football player. I remember, it was like Chris is his first name, and he was talking about
Wait, in the NFL?
yeah, and he had a traumatic brain injury, like as in he went into this thing, and he
Seized up.
and he said the problem with that is when you get a traumatic brain injury, your incidence for suicide and depression skyrockets.
Depending who you are.
Yes. Well, traumatic brain injury. So
Not
there-
everyone be.
So there's this when you do that,
Yep.
and then there's this.
Yep.
And what Tua did was this,
That.
and there's a word for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so brain specialists call that is a traumatic brain injury. So that's the same thing you do when you have a stroke.
Yep.
So part of his brain shut off, and his brain stem was keeping him alive.
Yep.
When that happens to that degree, your incidence of suicide and statistically it's
Heightens.
crazy.
Yeah, it's not
now
good.
it can also take 20 years to get better. Your brain will heal itself. It does.
Oh, yeah.
But he got hit in the same place, and the NFL said it was his back. He shook out the cobwebs. Everybody knew that was the situation. It's very surprising he was put back in. What's your take on all of it?
the brain doctor who's the independent brain specialist, concussion specialist,
Yeah.
didn't do the right protocols and put him back in the game, right? He shouldn't have been back in the first game, first of all. And then the second game is just insane for him to play. But, you're talking about high stakes here, right?
Yeah.
Definitely should have been back in that
But
segment.
early in the season, right? So it's like,
Early in the season, but the only thing is it is football. I've seen this I don't know how many times. It's just what they do. But this one, what makes it horrible black eye for the NFL, and just like the UFC, nothing is worse for the NFL or the UFC than CT. It's literally the one thing that can bring them down.
Yes.
Not fighter pay, not a monopoly. That's all whatever. They can navigate through the waters there. CT, they have no defense for. It's
Right.
gonna hit them. Not I don't know when it's going to.
Well, the guy-
UFC with the concussion move and all that
Yes.
stuff, super black guy, right? And so now they're trying to figure out how to navigate through that. But the doctor who allowed Tua to play in that first game when he had a concussion, he got fired. He didn't do the normal protocols.
yes, of course.
But to his, I don't want to say defense, this happens all the time, just not to this magnitude, to this level, where we see it like this, where Tua gets slammed on his head and he's throwing up gang signs. And now, once everyone saw that,
Throwing up gang
yeah,
signs.
once everyone saw him throw up West Side, he can't move, right? He's like this. Once everyone sees that, they go, "Oh my God, yeah." What do you think's gonna happen?
Let me ask you this.
And just
Yeah.
a caveat on that. So when a fighter gets knocked out, right? The brain will recover. To your point, like you were saying, the brain will recover. The brain's crazy. It gets better. The problem is with fighters, when they get knocked down, they go back in training. They're like, but I'm not fighting, but you're still getting hit. Then the brain doesn't recover the same.
Yes.
So then they're more like you get knocked out, or as people say, chinny, where chin has nothing to do with it.
Right.
It's the brain going, we're in trouble, let's shut down.
down.
Let's shut
Right,
down.
right.
So
Protect
it's
yourself.
your brain protecting yourself.
Yes. So what I thought about was how many parents whose kids are about to play football who saw that go, "You're not playing football." You wonder what it did to Pop Warner.
In today's world,
Yeah.
probably a good amount.
Good amount, right?
When I was a kid, nothing.
Yeah.
We were aware of it. Yeah.
But when you see that, you're like, "Oh fuck," I don't want that to be my
I
kid.
didn't, and my kid just started flag football, and he's start tackle. Probably in a year or two.
Yeah.
That's the exception, and it's also like, what do you think was gonna happen? Yeah, they're hitting each other in the head, man. What do you think is gonna happen? Just on that stage.
Don't put them out. Don't put them back.
Don't put him out
after
there.
that.
No, now we know. Now we have enough information where it's like, if he gets a concussion, he's not playing next week, no matter what he does. But you know how it works. So in the NFL, when you get drafted, when you come in, you take a test. Now, we did it in college too. So those tests where they're going to see how concussed you are, they're basic questions. But all the players know that if you do get concussed, if you don't pass that test to a certain degree, you're not playing. So they purposely make sure they miss questions on there so it's not that hard if they're concussed.
Oh wow. I think that,
And that's how bad the football players want to play.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much money on the line, and I would play. You're going to play. You're going to be like, I'll take the risk. I'm not going to get hit again.
You grow up with it, yeah.
And to your point, also, like that is a very rare thing to get hit in the same spot again, but it's just awful. But UFC has to. I think when you see, I rewatched that Justin Gaethje, Tony Ferguson fight. There was a different angle, so I could hear it and I could see something different. And man, that fight should have been stopped right
bad.
when he was like this.
bad.
And same with Bryan Ortega. So a lot of these things are, I think boxing stopped earlier, isn't it? Typically, if you're getting that outclassed, they'll stop, right?
Not really. I mean, both of them have their issues.
Yeah.
The thing is now it's like we're trying to, and listen, I don't condone any of this, but it's just part of the game. It's like, yeah, they're two professional cage fighters. Give me some brain trauma.
So what would
there's
you do,
football,
though?
there's brain trauma. It's just part of the game, man.
But
it's really part of the game.
To what point would you say, like, if somebody's getting that fucking beat up,
Which fight? Are you talking about
like
Tony
let's say
Ferguson?
the Bryan Ortega one or the Tony Ferguson one, at what point do you stop that fight?
Yeah, I think
Because fighters are too tough, right?
Yeah, the culture, you got to learn to fight another day.
But isn't
on
the
corner.
ref? Can't the ref stop it?
They can.
Okay, and nobody. They're an
They have the power
independent
to
thing.
stop it.
Yeah.
No, they have the power to stop it. But it's also like this sissification of society where it's like, oh, we don't want our football players getting hurt. We don't want our fighters getting concussed. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's kind of, man.
Well, so
then we're just going to have to stop fighting.
But so here's a question. So in the 70s, 80s, even the 90s and early 2000s, you were allowed to hit the quarterback a lot harder than you were allowed to today.
Yep.
Yeah.
And those guys were fine.
Not only that, but I'm saying, so now that quarterbacks are so protected, Do you compare their stats with old player stats? That is a factor.
Well, it's same with Michael Jordan, LeBron, right? LeBron playing a completely different game.
Yeah, because Jordan was getting beat up by Detroit. And
beat up. Their game plan was to beat. You can't stop him. So
out of him.
Make sure he doesn't finish the game.
Unbelievable.
Or if he does, he's gonna be sore as fuck.
Right.
He's gonna be walking different. That was their game plan. LeBron never had.
You can't
LeBron
do
never
that.
went in a single game going, man, it's gonna be a rough one. Never. The refs bail him out.
Yeah, he's also
That's why Jordan's
way
better.
bigger than Jordan.
But still,
Yeah.
the players are bigger now.
Yes.
Everyone's bigger now. I don't know what you can do to stop it until people just finally go, all right, it's just not worth the risk. You
Yeah,
know?
but I keep wondering about that because let's say they're learning more and more about CTE. Like information gets in you, and you go, all right, so your brain is getting this, that, and the other thing. Like I really wonder, like how many people are going to put their kids in tackle football before the age of 16, like in 10 years, or are the stats going to be like, yeah, people get CTE, but a lot of people are not affected by it. You know,
But B, that's the majority of the stats.
is that right?
Yes. Think about all the people growing up with that played football. How many of them actually have problems?
Well, a lot of them are thriving.
Yes.
lot of
the
them are
majority
crushing
are.
it, yeah.
So even the 90s and 80s and 70s, when we didn't have all this research done, the majority of them are fine. But the outliers, the guys that have problems, they get highlighted. Well, how about you highlight all the guys that not? The majority of the announcers that you hear speak,
Yeah.
all played football for 30 years.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yes.
Tony Romo got fucking lit up.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
CTE
Boomer
is-
Tyson. Pretty smart.
CTE is real. It clearly affects.
It's real, but-
it's a lot of variables. How much did you get hit? Where'd you get hit in the head? How long did you play?
But even
what kind of a
with the
genetic structure
variables,
are you?
I go with the majority.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to base my son's or my kid's life based off the minority on anything.
Yeah.
You don't want to live a life like that. And then if you're so worried about CT and PTSD, so should we not send troops to war? How far you want to go? Those guys are way more fucked up. There's way more people with PTSD than CT.
Yeah.
Where PTSD sucks.
Yeah.
Should we not go to war? Because they're going to come back fucked up. What do you want to do?
Well, no.
Should
I
we
mean,
just let them?
I don't know if that might not be an effective argument. The bottom line is
It is though,
Football-
because the soldiers come back way more fucked up.
football creates CTE. To what extent we don't know. It's going to affect when you have that kind of information. It's going to affect if people commit suicide because of this. Like what's his name? Whoever
Junior
it might be.
Seau.
Yeah. We go, okay, shot himself in the chest so people could study his brain because he knew something was wrong. You're not going to be able, that's real information that has to be taken into account. Now, what do you do with it?
Here's real information. More people commit suicide off Instagram than playing football. You want to shut down Instagram? Go ahead, try. Go ahead.
I do, but no.
More people use Instagram commit suicide than football players. Not even close.
Yep.
So what are we going to do?
A lot of people that commit suicide never played football.
No.
Yeah.
More people commit suicide who didn't play football.
That's interesting.
If football's not the problem.
That's an interesting fucking.
Now, it ain't helping those guys that have depression already and get
Well, no,
concussed.
I would say getting rid of football would be a terrible idea.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it'd be a terrible idea. The amount you get, the character you build, the things you learn.
But again, you're going to shut it down for the minority? It's
Well, it'd be
insane.
like, okay, then shut down the X Games as well.
Yeah.
And shut down scuba diving and shut down race car driving. I mean,
Yeah, if they start doing that trend, we're fucked.
we watch it because
Yeah,
it's very hard to do.
and they're risking their health.
Yeah.
Same with UFC. Mark Zuckerberg rented out an entire fucking arena just so he could watch UFC.
That's hilarious. Mark, good old
You didn't
Mark.
know this?
I did not know that. He rented out an entire.
He was like Caesar from Gladiator. And he looked at Dana and went like this, and they're like, "No, we're not killing anybody."
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's crazy.
I wish him to die, please. Give me
I
the
was talking
phone.
about the Schaub show. I don't know why it's so triggering to me. Drives me nuts.
What?
That Mark Zuckerberg is all of a sudden a fan and was able to rent out the entire fucking arena.
Well, no, I think what it is that Mark Zuckerberg has the ability to erase you. He can erase you. He can.
Off Facebook.
And that now
Oh,
he wants
no.
the ability to choke you unconscious as well.
No, he's never gonna have that ability. It's just not his DNA.
Yeah.
he could train for 30 years. It's
Yeah,
gonna
he's not.
happen.
He's
No,
not.
it's
He's
you.
probably not the most athletic.
No, and I'm never gonna develop Facebook.
Yeah, he's not the most athletic guy. He doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
He's in defense.
It's just crazy that he was able to
defense.
rent it out, and we're all cool
Why?
with it. It drives me
Wait,
nuts.
what did he rent out?
The Apex Center.
Apex Center, yeah.
Mackenzie Dern fight this weekend
Wait a minute. Hold on. He rented out
for him and his wife. There's nobody in the stands, Brian.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
No, that's not true.
Promise.
I don't believe you.
Yep.
He rented it out.
Mackenzie Dern came out and was like, says, even the headliner, Mackenzie Dern said during Mia Day, I know Mark Zuckerberg rented out the whole event.
Yeah, but he probably let everybody come in.
No, buddy.
There was no one in the stands?
Very little. Not nowhere
No
near.
one in the stands. There's
nowhere
people
near
around the
before.
octagon, but no one in the stands. Like it was like COVID times. Like it was the ultimate fight.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, I don't know why.
This fucking guy rented out. It says hot rumor.
No, well, because Dana came on and goes, it's absolutely not true. And then we watched it and it's exactly true.
No. Now there are people in the stands.
There's
No,
not.
but nowhere near the amount
There's
that's
not.
normally there.
Go to the live one, Chin.
Okay, but
There's no,
obviously we
there's
can't
no
show this.
fans in attendance. There's people that are
Who's
UFC
that guy with the
associates.
dad bod?
That's
Alexei Olenek? Was that it?
Is that the Russian boa constrictor? Isn't
I
it?
think so.
If you go to the thing, you'll see this. Like there's no fans. There's no media. They weren't allowed in.
Well, that should drive you nuts. Everybody wants to come see it.
Especially if you're
So
a
he
fighter.
basically said, Dana, what's it going to cost for me to have this place to myself?
That's what I said. I don't know how it goes down.
Who won that fight with Mackenzie and
Mackenzie lost in decision. Look, look at the back, empty. Go ahead. Now around is Zuckerberg and the UFC officials, but in the stands there's nobody.
that's really annoying.
Quiet.
That's obnoxious. Mackenzie,
See,
turn
look,
it.
all
see?
the seats.
Oh, you dick. What a dick.
Are you ready for this? He showed up late. He missed the entire prelims. Only showed up for the main card.
That's what someone said. I'm not 100% sure, but someone said that on the
You
article.
out of your fucking mind.
Isn't that crazy?
She's lost a lot of weight, boy. She looks like she's.
See, that place is dead beat. See,
That's-
around you have the
that's obnoxious.
UFC official stuff like that, but isn't that
shit.
crazy? Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why it triggers me.
It should trigger you.
I don't know why.
Anyway,
It's weird, huh?
yeah. Whatever. That is like a Joffrey shit from Game of Thrones.
And you just-
I wish to watch it alone, please. I don't want to be bothered. And give me more tea. And I want grapes.
I heard he asked Dana when the lions and tigers come out, and Dana was like,
What are the
"What?"
lions and tigers?
Yeah.
I want the losers to be eaten.
Strange, huh?
Yeah, very fucking strange.
But like,
like it.
that's what I was saying on Shop Show. Like, Izzy better pray to God Mark Zuckerberg doesn't become a fan. Your next fight, he rents out the fucking arena.
Wow.
Nobody's there.
Fuck that.
Like, how far are you gonna let this guy go with it?
I mean, come on.
Grant that was a fight night at the Apex, a little different. It's
So-
not
so, yeah,
T-Mobile.
yeah.
Still for the fighters, I'd be like, wait, what? No
It's a
crowd?
bummer, dude.
If I'm Mackenzie Dern, I'm like, well, do I get a percent of that? Since what are
yeah.
you doing? That means my merch or whatever. I don't know how they do it these days. So I make no money off any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy who's worth how much billions of dollars can just rent it out? It's nuts.
Yeah, that's robber baron shit.
It's no, dude. It's super.
Robber baron.
I mean, privileged. It's just not
Yeah, it
good.
drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's very Joffrey,
Fuck
Game
off.
of Thrones. All right, what do you
Get
got,
Mark
Chin?
on the phone. I want to call Zuckerberg. Hey, Mark.
They call
If he
him.
was
They
here,
call
I'd
him
be like-
Zuck.
If he was here, I'd be like, it's so great to have you here, man. You're amazing.
All right, so the first one is
I
just
don't know what I'd say. Oh, before you start this, hey, be real quick, dude. Would you think of so everyone I meet, they're like Liver King, real deal? Is he the real deal? I'm like, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
Because I was never like the biggest fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the guy and I like what he represents, but I don't follow everything he does. So when they say he was coming on, I was like, all right, cool. In my head, I'm like, I wonder if it's like an act. I wonder if he's just doing this and then off camera, he's like, listen, dude.
No, here's my
create the
take.
shake
Here's
weight.
my take on the Liver
legit
King.
guy. Like I thought he was a good dude.
Well, here's my take on the Liver King. He's a lot of fun. Well, what is there to hate? Are you hating on him because you don't like that he eats liver, that you think he does steroids? I don't care about any of that.
No.
He's just a character who is fun. He wears this beard. He's got all those people around him. He's clearly a great family man. He's clearly all about his family, and he makes hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking at is it's a character. It's a cartoon character. He'll tell you it's a character. Does he sleep on wood all the time? Probably not. He probably stays at. He told you here. He said, "I stay at 5-star resorts." That's a character. It's a great American story. He's like, let me see how I can make a name for myself in all the noise. I'm going to get super muscular and jacked. I'm going to never wear clothes, and I'm going to eat raw meat. And all of us are like, this is fucking hilarious.
But some
I
fans,
don't see where the
some
harm-
fans are like, I can't believe you didn't ask him if he's on steroids.
Shut up.
I was like, I don't care.
I don't care if he's on
I don't give a
steroids.
fuck.
I assume everybody's on steroids. So.
I literally that has nothing to do with his story. I don't
No.
give a fuck.
Also,
I think what people are mad is that he doesn't, that he alludes to being all natural.
Yeah, but so-
and being subprimal, being primal is probably not somebody who would use PEDs. But again, I don't care.
But also, we've had Mr. Olympia on here.
Yeah.
You want us to ask Mr. Olympia if he's
Yeah,
on
well, I
steroids?
mean,
Or what do you?
Correct.
Who
I'd
gives a
rather.
fuck?
So
It's
here's
misguided.
So with Phil Heath is a good example. Phil Heath achieved major excellence, like was a total outlier in his field. That I'm interested in his mindset.
Yeah, I don't care
I'm
about
interested in
that
his
stuff.
success mindset.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm
I don't know
saying?
his stats.
So, but follow me on this. So there's a baseball player who has crushed all the records. He may have played 5 more years or even 10 more years because he took PEDs. But it still doesn't mean that he won a Golden Glove and hit all those balls. I'm sure it helped, but at the same time, it doesn't take away from that work ethic, that insanity.
Well,
Roger Clemens.
That's a debate going on right now. So Aaron Judge, you don't follow baseball.
I do,
Aaron
I do.
Judge,
I know.
the Yankee, he's
Yeah.
at 61.
Yeah.
He tied Roger Maris's record in
Sure.
the American League. And if he hit 62, a lot of people go, that's the record. Well, baseball historians go, well, no, the record's whatever, 73 by Barry Bonds. And then people go, well, it's not because it is steroids. But then you go, well, hold on. If you guys are going to do that, then you have to do it across the board because there's pitchers and other baseball players during that time period of the steroid time
They were all doing
era.
steroids.
The pitchers are on shit. Of
course.
So the guy throwing the balls on shit, the guy who's hitting the balls on shit, but you're only allowing the guy who was throwing the ball to be on shit, get in the Hall of Fame?
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
At the time, they were all on. There was a steroid era. Everybody was on it.
Right.
Adderall, all sorts of shit.
Yes, correct.
So you can't just say, well, that guy was doing it. It's okay if these guys do. So the record is 73.
Yeah.
It's not
Yes.
62.
But also, Aaron Judge is a very big man. He's also insanely athletic. So what are you doing? Are you saying that Aaron Judge has achieved excellence after all this time because of steroids? See, I look at it. I'm sorry.
No one's saying about Aaron Judge.
No, I'm saying
They say
that
about
you and
Barry
I,
Bonds.
you and I can. We talk about this all the time. Like, look, man, being really good at something and sustaining it, like it never gets easy. Like being so stand up. Look, man, I'm not to say what you will. I'm pretty good at stand up, man, and I've been pretty good for a long fucking time. It's never been easy.
Never.
And the reason I got really good is because I obsessed over it and wrote. Now I have to write another hour. It's no easier, I promise. It's no easier.
But the argument with Aaron Judge on why his is more impressive, this should be the argument, not steroids. If you look at the pitchers when Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire were hitting their home runs,
Yeah.
which the MLB knew what was going on, made all this money and did all this marketing.
Sure.
And then once it got to a certain point, like, oh yeah, those are bad boys, but they reaped all the benefits, which is out of control. But please stop coughing. But the thing is Barry Bonds would only face like in a game maybe 2 or 3 different pitchers. He would never face the same pitcher numerous times. Aaron Judge in a single game because the game's changed. He's facing so many different pitchers.
Fresh pitchers.
Who are all much better than the pitchers back then. So he's facing a variety of different pitchers, still hitting 61
Yeah.
home runs.
Yeah.
The game has changed. That's
Yeah.
not Aaron Judge or Barry Bonds' fault. Just the game's changed with pitchers. So his level of difficulty is way harder than Barry
But I'm
Bonds.
saying it's very difficult. Anything like that is very difficult. It's like people used to hate on Floyd Mayweather. I was like, do you know what a genius he is? Do you know how hard that guy works? Like, what are you doing?
Because they don't want to believe in like those people are different than them.
No,
they want to go.
celebrate-
Well, even with the fucking Liver King. Oh, the only reason he's out is that because he's on steroids. Do me a favor, y'all. Who's listening to this? You want to hate on Liver King? Take whatever you think he's on. Eat liver. Take your shirt off and put quality content online. Let me know if you make millions of dollars.
Please do.
You're probably
hundreds
not
of
going
millions
to.
of dollars. Hundreds.
I don't know
of
if hundreds of millions. That's a
I've
very
heard he
aggressive
makes
number.
a lot of money.
Not hundreds of millions aggressive. I see his YouTube numbers
No, not from that. From his businesses.
from the supplement.
Yeah. He doesn't make money. I'm talking about from his businesses.
I don't know.
You know, he's a very colorful. I got nothing but positive energy from that fucking guy. He cracked me up.
Yeah, I thought he was like just and you know, all I do is meet people.
He's the same on camera and off
My
camera.
superpower is to read people call bullshit.
Yes.
Good guy.
Yeah.
I thought
Really
so.
good person.
And I was
I
going to
thought
say earlier, you want me to ask him this thing and get the same exact response that 40 other people have gotten? It's pointless.
Yeah.
You,
But also-
you think Kerry's going to break the news?
Yeah. But
Right.
did you notice how he was the
Stupid.
same guy when the cameras weren't
100%.
on?
I was really impressed.
He's super enthusiastic. He obviously loves his life, loves the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Loves his
his kids.
kids.
You know what I loved? How
Like,
he
I love a
thanked you
guy like
guys.
that.
How he thanked you guys. How he's like, let me take a minute, not just go, thank you for having me on, thank you for not. To me, that was a sign of a really like emotionally mature individual.
I
Now, here's the
personally,
thing. Am I going to eat liver? No, absolutely
No.
not. I almost threw up. I almost shit my pants.
I couldn't.
But God bless him.
But also his message is pretty positive. You know, his message is basically take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and by the way, it's not that expensive. You can do this, that, and the
I
other.
mean, it's expensive, but yeah, I hear you. You know, like his message was great, and if that helps people, who gives a fuck?
But he's kind of like, look, you can eat eggs. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, eat 30 eggs today.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive.
Well, he also said, when I'm in Rome, I'll do what the Romans did. He had whiskey. He'll eat fruit. He'll eat food. Like if he's there,
He had whiskey with us.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that he's both stating these strong principles, but going, and yeah, sometimes I can't always pull it off, or I'm not dogmatic and ideological.
The reason I liked him is he has a sense of humor about himself. That's what I liked about him. He's got a sense of humor about himself.
I really enjoyed him.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, what do you got? Maybe let's take a little break because I know this hits close to home. You're losing your hair, dude.
Yeah, dude. But guess
Now
what?
listen,
Guess what?
don't feel bad, bro.
No.
Don't feel bad because 2 out of 3 bros will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're 35. You hear that,
Yeah.
Jay?
Well,
More
yeah,
than
male
50
pattern
million
baldness.
dudes. Dude, 50 million men in the U.S. suffer from male pattern baldness.
Yes.
That's why our friends at Keeps offers a simple, affordable way and stress-free way to keep your hair. All right, all you gotta do, conveniently meet with a virtual doctor. All right, and then it's at your door and they deliver straight to your door every 3 months, so you never have to leave your crib. 24/7 care and support. They got your back.
Low cost. Take it from a guy who spent, does it through regular doctors.
Millions.
It cost me millions.
We don't mean to flex, but Brian's hair has got some
Treatments
millions.
start as low as $10 per month, and Keeps offers generic versions of the 2 FDA-approved medications to prevent hair loss, one of them being finasteride.
Now listen, remember, prevention is key. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so act now before your hair is completely gone. If you're ready to take action, prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/fighter to receive your first month free of treatment for free. That's KEEPS.com/fighter. Get your first month free. Keeps.com/fighter. Keep your hair.
First one is just going back to a previous episode where Bryan said that Aaron Rodgers had a quote or something like that at a press conference.
Oh, that was CM Punk.
Yeah, so we got tagged a bunch. Mark sent it to
told
me
me
as
that.
well. Yeah, so we'll just play it real quick.
Show this. Watch this, B. I thought,
I'm a little fucking snippy.
That's fine.
I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired.
I totally-
and I work with fucking children.
So CM Punk,
And,
not
you
Aaron
know-
Rodgers.
Oh, but he wouldn't say I work with actual children. He's saying these guys are babies.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that was
that's what he
Aaron
said.
Rodgers because from a
that's
different
true.
angle.
I didn't realize
There's
that.
a
You're
different
right.
angle where he says that.
And I work with fucking children.
Yeah, he's basically saying these guys are babies.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not Aaron Rodgers though, right?
Well,
Not
No,
even close.
Wait, show the other angle.
Not even
Show
fucking
the other
close.
angle. Yes.
You can see it kind of looks like
No, not from that angle. Show the
Okay.
other angle and you'll see.
There's another one?
I was
Yes.
even from that angle. He looks
There's
like
another
it.
angle.
Trust
He
me, if
looks
Aaron
like-
Rodgers said, and I work with fucking children,
That's
and
why I
he's
was
referring to the
like,
Green
why?
Bay Packers, I would know.
But in my mind, and maybe this is for you.
There,
too,
there,
Jim, I
that
thought
one,
he
that
was-
one, that one. Wow.
top one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he looks a little like Aaron Rodgers there.
I
Same
was
hair.
like- you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it says all elite wrestling behind him, though, yeah? Not the Green Bay Packers. Right? There you go.
I thought he was saying like, "Leave me alone. I work with kids."
That's what Brian made it sound like.
Okay, yeah.
That's the problem with sound bites.
Yeah.
Because finally you hear Aaron Rodgers saying he doesn't feel like doing this and he has to work with fucking children. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful.
Go to the children's.
No, CM Punk being like, hey, I'm done with the match. Cold and tired.
He's a
Sorry,
nice
man.
guy though, right?
Great guy.
Yeah.
Phenomenal guy. Really, really good guy.
All right, the next one, a little bit controversial. This guy, Caleb Mclaughlin, who's in Stranger Things, he made a statement recently. I think he's overseas somewhere, and he says that he's the least liked person on the show because he believes there's racism has something to do with it.
Careful
He's
with
leaning
that.
into it.
Careful
He
with
even
that.
said like when they go do like events,
His
they'll
line's
have
not
lines.
full.
Yeah, which I don't.
Yeah, bitch, because you're not 11. Because you're not the redhead girl, the star of the shows.
He's also a young kid,
That would
too,
be
so-
like Carlton on Fresh Prince to be like, this is racism just because Will's cool and into rap, his line's longer than mine. No. The show's called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bitch. You know?
Yeah.
So with him saying this is like, all right, dude, you're leaning into this. The show is designed for 11 to be the star of the show.
Yeah.
The show is designed for that redhead girl or the guy who plays Vecna to be the star of the show. You weren't casted as the star. So when you go on these fucking trips and the line's not as long, this was by design. It's not a racism thing at all.
Do you know how many times I've been on fucking those things when I'm doing a TV show and nobody shows up for me because somebody else is way more famous? Do a show with Jessica Simpson at the height of her fame. Tell me how that goes. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just, that's a bad thing to lean into, I think.
And he has 15.4 million followers.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Well, he says here,
Oh my God.
He's continues to see the discrepancy in the cast social media stats. His own Instagram has 15.4 million followers, Crimea River. And Browns, who's a star of the show, has 58.5 million. Noah Schnaps has 27.6 million. Yeah, and you're like, why am I the least favorite?
He's a young kid who doesn't have...
That's what I'm thinking too. He's also a young kid.
He
was on the same show as everybody in season 1, but you're not the star. And you also weren't even close to one of my favorite characters. He observed, crediting his mother and father with being honest with him. My parents had to be like, it's a sad truth. It's because you're the black child on the show. Not true.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Otherwise, people wouldn't they'd like, LeBron James wouldn't have the kind of, I just don't buy it. And also, like you said, I don't watch the show, but he's not featured prominently.
I mean, he's one of the main kids, but it's like, he's
No.
If he died in the first episode, I'm like, oh man, he was great. No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Now, if 11 died or the redhead died, I'd be furious. Yeah. But that's
Not because they're white, though.
No,
because
that's
they're the main characters.
they're characters.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck. It's all about the characters.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Brian, this is for you. Your favorite porn star,
Rocco C. Freddy.
He's gonna have like a multi-episode series on Netflix about his life, but apparently it's not identical to his life, but it's about his life.
Is this it's a dramatization?
So this is what he says.
He's my hero, by the way.
He should.
Beautiful story inspired by my life, but not my life. But not my
He's not my
life.
favorite porn star.
I mean, we
but
brought him
the
up
women in his
sometimes.
porn
Wait.
star. The women in his
No,
porns when he was younger were the most beautiful.
Well,
women
He's
on
not
earth.
your top 5? Come on.
Hey, Brian, you brought him up and said he's your favorite. His big dick. Hey, don't be less gay now. Just oh, you know what? I know what's going on here. That's why you didn't go to that new movie with the gay guys,
What are you talking
with the
about?
bridesmaids but gays. You
That's the
didn't go
next
to it.
story.
What are you guys talking about?
So right now-
you didn't go to Bros because you were worried people seeing them.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about that.
So Bros is Billy Eichner. He used to be the man on the street guy. I
He's
think
funny.
Yeah, he's really funny. But he's saying that potentially that the reason why it was a box office fail is because it's a gay movie.
Yeah.
It's because guys like me are not going to go because I can't identify with it.
I also didn't go to Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asian.
What's a bigger demographic
That
though?
crushed
Gay
up.
guys or women?
Huh?
Like Bridesmaid. I also went to see Bridesmaid.
Yeah.
You have 50% of the population going.
Yeah.
No, but hold on, Brian. That crush because there's a large majority of
Yes,
Asians in
yes,
America.
yes.
There's not a large majority of gays in
Correct,
America.
correct.
So they thought America would be like, yes, finally. But the
Hilarious.
normal brew, I'm not taking my
Also,
date to that. I'm
Was
like,
it good? Maybe the movie sucked.
no, the movie's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
I just have no desire to see it.
Better than
I'll
Bridesmaids?
watch it. I'll watch it if it's really good. But I don't. For me, if it's not something I would go to. So you go. It's about a bunch of gay guys. I just am not. There are other things I'm interested in. That's all. It doesn't. It's not even a thing. I'm just like I don't care. I'm a little
Listen,
indifferent. to it.
I hope that I wish the movie success. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
especially if
could've
it's a really
told you
good
it was
movie.
gonna
Then sure.
bomb.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a good movie. I don't care. Like,
Young
whatever
dudes
it
aren't
is.
going to that, bro. Young guys aren't
No.
going to young guys who are straight, and that's the vast majority of moviegoers. I'm sorry,
Probably
are
wouldn't
not
wanna
going
go
to that
there.
movie.
Yeah.
Gay men will go to that. That's
Mid America's not going. Middle
5% of your
America's not going to that movie.
population.
Middle America, like the blue collar guys who make up the majority of the money,
Nobody's going
they're
to
not
that.
going to that.
No.
So when I saw this, I was curious, like, was there any gay movies that were big? So then I remember Brokeback
Philadelphia.
Mountain, right? Brokeback Mountain
It
actually
wasn't
did really
big.
well.
That was big in Hollywood. I don't think Brokeback Mountain made that much money.
It made
says,
more money than that.
All right.
Yeah, it was the highest
That's a lot of money.
grossing release for that particular
178
I'm on
million.
Rotten
production
Tomatoes
companies.
right
A lot
now. I'm just going to say the
Wow.
critic scores are like in the 90s. I'm looking at the audience reviews, and although it said the audience reviews are high, I'm looking at individual reviews. I was really hyped to see this movie and then really disappointed by it. The most grotesque movie I've seen. Absolute dog shit. The movie flopped in the box office. Yet read the reviews here. Something isn't right.
Hey, Mark, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So you remember when Hollywood was like got accused of racism or like, oh shit, and they swing all the way over.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the Oscars are just black people.
Yeah.
This is Hollywood being like, look, we gave gays a movie.
Yeah.
And then knowing those critics would dare give them
Never.
that. Never.
So that's what I'm
Never.
saying.
It's like-
Go
it's
to
like,
Rotten
and
And
Tomatoes, but-
also, critics are so outdated.
It's like Lady King or the Woman King.
the movie ain't shit too.
But-
shit.
Of course, but they did it
Ain't
because
shit, Brian.
it got crazy reviews, and
Has
meanwhile
to.
it's like
Has to.
Yeah,
But
Sometimes those things align, but sometimes they don't.
But
Right.
it's very rare they align. But the thing is you don't want to base a review off of one person who writes for the Washington Post.
No, you don't.
Saying like
They don't
Toy
live in the
Story
real
is a super high.
world.
You're like,
Shawshank Redemption.
right. So I'm saying sometimes everyone's in agreement, but you're right. When there's something, you go, what is
Well,
off about
this we could smell.
There's an agenda.
This we could smell that it's going to get raving reviews, and that guy, oh, America's just not ready for us. No, we're ready. No, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
It was a good
Will
movie.
and Grace crushed it.
Sure.
Will and Grace was a fucking monster.
How many truly incredible movies, truly incredible, don't make any money? Really flop.
A lot.
I mean,
But like name one.
truly incredible. Yeah, truly incredible.
Oh, I
Like-
see what you're saying.
yeah, truly
Like
incredible.
where it's like, it's not just like,
No,
oh,
you're
that's pretty
right.
good. You're like, that was the best
People
movie
find
I've
it.
seen
People find
in a
it.
year or 3
Yeah.
years or 5 years.
Yeah, people find that. That's right.
That's hard.
And Brokeback Mountain was a great movie. Great
Correct.
fucking drama. Great, heartbreaking movie.
And Brendan asked me this weekend, would you have played one of the roles? And I said, yeah, I'll gay it up.
Me too.
Yeah.
100%.
Brendan
Now,
said, no, that's
It's a
super
tough
gay. I'm
one.
not doing
I
it.
gotta
I
be
did not
honest.
say that. Yeah, I did not say
You and
that.
I played gay.
We played. I was a gay Indian.
Yep, and I was a gay cowboy.
Kidding,
We
Brendan
even got a
didn't
little
say that.
backlash for that.
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
'cause
the
you were
Indian.
Native American. Yeah, I remember that.
How
now
dare
we
they.
get completely canceled.
Yeah, but with this stuff, like you can tell Hollywood has an agenda to push it. When this is the thing, and I don't know when Hollywood politicians learn this. When you force Americans to do something, it is in our DNA to fight back.
Hey, Brennan, wait till November.
Hell yeah.
Just wait till
Oh,
November.
I know. It's in our DNA to fight back. And if you're not, you know,
Somebody said something interesting because
If you don't
the
push
woke,
back-
because woke and young, because there's this movement to the left that is really progressive. The new punk rockers are going to be the right wing. It's always that way. It's like kids will start to push back
Yeah.
on their parents.
Yeah,
you're raising me to be anti-racist and all that. It's like I just want to live my life.
That guy that I brought up earlier, Will Franken, in 2016, he was like, Trump is punk rock.
Yeah.
And that was
oh yeah,
the first time I
you're
heard somebody-
crazy,
yeah.
dude. Like if you
That's
wear,
true.
Like
That's
if,
very true.
Like if you wear a red MAGA hat, you're like, holy shit, that guy is
Punk rock.
edgy.
He's edgy.
Like you walk in a Starbucks, see a MAGA hat, you're like, holy shit, dude.
Oh man, when you
It might as well be
correct
two
me if I'm
fingers
wrong.
like
Correct
this.
me
Like,
if I'm
oh
wrong.
my God, you're gangster.
But correct
and
me if I'm wrong.
respect
When
it.
you're in places like Tacoma or Spokane, you see a whole bunch of Trump T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You see a whole bunch of Trump. Like you see a lot of that. A lot of America is.
When is the last time you saw a Biden shirt, by the way? I don't think I've ever seen one.
I don't think
I
I've
just
seen
see the
Biden
go. I just see the Go Brandon shirts.
No,
here
I
and
see.
there.
I see Biden stickers.
anti-
I see
Biden.
Biden.
No, I know. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
Biden merch
Yeah.
goes.
No, bumper
his merch
stickers.
sucks.
Bumper stickers.
Biden's merch sucks.
The only place you'll see a bumper sticker for Biden is on a Subaru or on a Prius. That's it. You don't see him anywhere else.
And it's a lesbian with a mask driving by herself with a convertible and has a mask on. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's usually somebody who's.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah, Biden's merch sucks though. He needs help with his merch game.
Yeah.
Trump's merch is lit. I don't like it, but I'm just saying that thing went viral. The hats and shit.
Oh yeah.
It was nuts.
How many
dude.
have you seen? Thousands.
Of the hats?
You know, I've never seen a single person wearing something that says.
Well, then I have that red Supreme hat. It was one of my favorite hats. I had to stop wearing it. People are like, oh, pro Trump. Like, no, it's just a red hat.
Yeah.
He can't have red hats.
Yeah.
I can't wear a red hat anymore.
No.
Yeah.
And you don't want that heat. Well, like, I have a lot of cops come to my shows, and they gave me this cool Boston PD hoodie. And I was wearing around like Newberry Street and all over the Fenway. The looks I got from people, and I was like, wow.
Come on,
Even
man.
with just a police hoodie.
I'll wear
on?
a police hoodie all day.
Oh, I rocked it all day.
Fucking, I'll wear that shit all day.
Yeah.
I love cops.
All right,
job.
check this out. This woman up from Montana, she got a wolf tag, right, to shoot a wolf.
I sent you and Rogan this in the group chat.
Oh, you
Said,
saw this
Check
thing?
out this dumbass.
no.
And she was super proud of it
Killed
too.
a husky.
no.
She killed a husky.
Also,
She killed a husky and then posted it and thought it was a wolf. You fucking idiot. Hey, here's the thing. Huskies look like wolves. Do you see a real wolf? It's like having a fucking Chrysler 300 and a real Rolls Royce Phantom pulls up and you're like, oh, they don't look like each other. Put a fucking husky next to a real fucking wolf. She thought it was a pup.
She thought it was a pup. And there's no way, I don't think I would ever, in even the smallest amount, mistaken a husky for a wolf.
yeah,
My only thing is if you're in
woods.
the woods and that you just see that running
Yeah, you're
by,
gonna shoot
I
that
can
fucker.
see. But she posted it and she
I was
got
just super
but
proud
also
too.
she's holding it up, and I'm like, that's a dog. That's
It's so obviously
I
a
would
husky.
like, kill the
that's
Siberian
it, that's
husky.
it.
Oh my God.
Hey, B, she shot it and then skinned it.
Oh yeah, that's the horrible part. So I'm not gonna show the pictures on
I
air,
don't
but
mind. I don't mind. I love dogs, but
look at that.
She's like, look, got myself
that
a
is
wolf.
just that right there is just
Got myself a wolf.
oh no. You know what? I got to be honest. I feel bad for this woman.
she's a
I don't.
Look at her
Why you killing
statement.
wolves in the first place, though?
Well, so wolf tags are because they end up eating livestock, and if you don't kill them, they're gonna fucking get hunted anyway. I mean, I don't know.
She posted that. That's gonna be all lit, like a dope post. And someone's like, "Hey, dumbass, that's a husky." And she was like, "Oh
Where was
my
that?
god,
Why was this husky in the woods?
Yeah. Also, yeah. Like, imagine you're like, wait, hey, where's my husky?
They said that someone got rid of like 6 huskies or whatever.
Oh,
they
so it was
ended
like
up being in the
half of
woods.
them?
Yeah.
Who gets rid of huskies?
I know.
Yeah,
It's
huskies are
all
good.
crazy.
They shed a lot, so if you wear black all the time, I understand letting them out the door. To all love things and articles posted are not true whatsoever. I purchased my wolf tag prior to leaving for a bear hunt. In the event, I ran into a wolf, in which I came to encounter with what I thought could be a hybrid. During this time, my safety was top priority. This animal was growling, howling, bullshit, and coming at me like it was going to eat me. Yes, I made a mistake because I didn't
Oh,
think
but
it was a
19
hybrid
dogs
wolf.
were dropped in the wilderness.
I was
19,
not
not
aware
6.
19 dogs being
Hey,
dropped off of
honest
the house.
mistake. Honest mistake.
I would still have shot because it was aggressive and coming directly for me. So please remove all your posting. I just shot and killed someone's pet. I'm a human. Did I make a mistake? Think it was a hybrid wolf pup. However, there are no charges are against me as I did not break any laws. I'm not a cruel individual. Just put killing people. I'm not a cruel individual. Just put killing people's
Jeez.
pets.
Just out. Them tries to just out killing. But by the way, so once she killed this animal, and she has it right in front of it, how can you
because
mistake
she's
that
in
for
the wild. Because she's in the
No,
woods.
after she killed it,
She probably hasn't
posed
seen.
with it.
But she probably hasn't seen one. So to her, it's like, yeah, that's a fucking.
And you
wolf.
don't expect a husky in the middle of nowhere to come running at you, but somebody dropped off all these dogs in the woods
Got you
in
fucked
wolf
up.
territory.
Yeah.
I would never.
Well,
personally, I couldn't kill a wolf. I love wolves.
The fact that she was so proud and
But she
posing
was
with
bear
it.
hunting. She wasn't looking for wolves. She was looking
But
for
she
bear.
got the wolf tag because they said they were going
Yeah.
to be around there.
Yes.
But then also, not to her defense, I can't kill dogs, but the husky, it would be tough. Like, what's the chance? Like, when are you going to run a husky in the woods, in the wild? And then I think she's just trying to save her ass. They're going, it was snarling and growling at me, coming
Yeah,
at me. I would have shot it anyway. That probably never happened. She's trying to save face there.
Well,
howling
about
too.
a dozen,
But to say it's a wolf-
huskies were abandoned.
But
so.
she thought it was a wolf like pup or like a hybrid.
Yeah.
Kind of see that.
No, I believe that she does because she was so proud and posing with it.
Yeah.
If she realized she killed a husky, she'd probably be like, I got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
I would. I'd
Yeah,
be
so
like,
she probably really believed it was. But I'm like, you should know better.
Jesus.
Yeah, what gave it away? The dog collar said Sammy on it. God
gosh.
damn it, lady.
Here's another wilderness outdoors one. So there was a walleye fishing contest, and Stephen Ranella reposted this too. And there's 2 guys that I guess placed before. So they found out that they're stuffing weights inside the stomachs of the walleye fish.
While they're alive?
I don't know. I don't know if they have to keep them alive now. And also fish fillets in there as well. So I just play the video real quick.
790. Weighted big fish 790. And Kevin Mowry coming up the scales.
I bet you this isn't the first time they've done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude.
It up. I think that
Hold on. Let's watch this.
This video kind of sucks.
We got weights and fish. Here we go.
Oh damn! Look, that guy said, "Get the fuck out of here." Oh, those boys are mad. Dude.
Yeah.
that's that storm the Capitol energy. Those boys
That's
were.
that storm
That guy said,
Capitol
You see that
energy.
guy? That guy goes, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Wow.
How dare you?
Fucking dummy.
This is a better video from Stephen Ranella.
What? Oh.
I don't want anybody to touch these guys. I want you to jail.
Someone said you're going to jail. I don't think he's going to jail, buddy.
And watch, they start slicing it open.
God, did he get out of there alive? Look how mad the guy's in the back.
Dude.
Some guy's going, "Why did you do this?"
All of them. All of them. Every single
People are gonna cheat. I like the guy filming.
Assholes.
So he's slicing the belly open.
Look at that. Jesus fucking Christ.
Listen to the guy filming.
Yeah, so they found fish fillets and weights inside of it.
I like the guy go, "You're going to jail." Well, no. Probably
No,
not.
he's not. But also,
Enjoy your life in
fishing is
prison.
corrupt. Even fishing is corrupt. I quit.
Here's a quick one because he's a friend of the show. Go ahead.
They were probably making bank winning other competitions.
Yeah, they're making money
And then
for
someone's
sure,
like,
but not-
"How the fuck are their fish so heavy all the time?"
Wow.
And then finally,
what
someone
a
doing it.
dumbass, and also what a dick.
I like the guy filming. "You're going to jail."
I like that
And he goes, "Get the fuck out of
Tens of
here!"
thousands of dollars.
Oh, damn. Tens of thousands.
Did he get out of there alive, or did they skin him like that husky?
But he's a piece of shit. So
Did they skin him like the husky?
No.
hey, listen, I'm just saying.
What's
I'm
this?
just saying.
Preacher Lawson. I guess he did a kickboxing match recently. And he won.
Preacher asked me a while ago to get him an MMA fight, but you know,
He's a badass. I mean, he's athletic, huh? It's fucking.
Preacher said, "I'm deleting these if I lose."
Yeah. And then
Dude,
afterwards,
he's
this
a
is
stud. Damn. How's his? Have we seen him fight?
I didn't see the actual fight.
Is there any footage of him?
Let's check.
And Preacher is fucking hilarious.
He's
dude.
funny,
He's
man.
so funny.
He's funny. Good for him.
Talks about going to prison with his butt. 'Cause he has that big bubble butt. So fucking funny.
Is that it?
See this? Handsome fucker.
He's giving his dates too.
Awesome.
Oh wow, they just did that. Like,
This is more.
I think this
Point
is him
kickboxing?
just.
Shit. Good head movement.
So this is last year.
Distance.
And there's no video of his recent fight.
I just looked
He
at-
has reacting to my second fight. There's no third fight on there. It should be the newest thing, right? Or no? He came on Friday Kid talking about he
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
No, I don't see it.
He's so fucking funny though.
It's great.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Y'all, this preacher Lawson in the building. I'm here.
He's so funny.
Hey, I'm about to show y'all another one of my.
Good for him,
Let
man.
me try one more thing.
Yeah, I'd love to see the fight. Because January 8th, he had one that shows there.
January.
Oh, MMA, not just kickboxing.
You
Okay.
want to see that one?
What? He did a straight up MMA fight?
I guess so, man. It's a real fight.
Preacher's crazy.
Fuck yeah, he is.
It's amateur because they have shin guards on, but you can tell, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, fuck. Look at Preacher move, man.
Not bad at all.
Not at all. Oh,
Great
shit.
punches.
Oh,
their
damn.
knees too.
Yeah, his jab was nice. Oh, wow, he's fucking this kid up. Oh, a knee. Can you knee an amateur? Oh,
That guy's. Whoa.
It's 18 minutes. Let's see
Yeah.
if is it a decision? I thought he
What
was going
weight
to
is
get him out
this,
of
I
there.
wonder?
Ah, man, 55, 70? Probably 70.
I imagine. Jesus.
Well, that's the fight.
It's a real fight. Preacher's out there, man. Fuck. Impressive.
Oh shit! He lost this one
Interesting. He was lighting him up.
in the beginning. Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for Preacher, man. That's badass.
Fuck yeah, it's badass. Putting your money where your
What
mouth
else you got,
is.
Chin?
All right, Mark's here.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's go with the groom fail, huh?
Oh, the group fell.
Yeah. That's a fun one. So, groom suffers horrific injury trying to show bride how much he loves her. I think the
Oh
video's
no,
pretty
I hate this stuff.
self-explanatory.
Tell me he doesn't do a flip.
I love him.
See that? That's pretty much it right there.
Oh, he's just him slipping?
They're like doing like a little dance, and then you see what happened to his arm there? You see, your elbow's not supposed to bend that way.
Oh, did he break his arm?
Yeah. So he's got this choreographed thing where he's running around, and it's just a little slippery.
Boom!
And then,
Oh, fuck.
Dude.
I thought it was really romantic. He's gonna pass away soon. And then I just
Spend the night in
and then
the
I
hospital.
just so this is
Fuck, bro.
He tried, man.
There's his life.
Oh, look at him. He's out.
Well, my friend got married, and her father's best friend had a heart attack and died right on the dance floor.
It's a bad sign.
That's,
Did they get divorced?
huh?
They divorced.
They
right
lasted
after?
a long time, but
But they lasted?
long time. But
God damn.
man,
Look at his
that's
arm there.
such
Look
a
at his
bummer.
arm.
I know.
Those dance floors.
Hey,
are
take that thing off your face. Why has he got oxygen on his face?
They might
Maybe he needs.
Oh, they had to put him
surgery.
out.
Yeah, he probably had surgery.
Oh
He's
man.
gonna have his tit out like that too on your wedding night.
Oh, that's a bad tit
This
too.
lady's like, God
Bad tit.
damn
It's
it.
got a little gyno going on. I'm depressed. Don't show me that stuff. It makes me sad.
Yeah, what about the Antonio Brown? On the subject of Antonio Brown,
Oh, he's trolling Tom Brady. He posted
Yeah.
a picture of him and Giselle.
kind of funny, huh? I guess Antonio capped off what's been a wild weekend with a curious Instagram move one day after a video service doing battle with wide receiver exposing himself to guests in a May 14th pool incident in Dubai. Brown took to Instagram on Sunday to share a photo of himself with supermodel Giselle Bündchen.
Well, he lived with Tom Brady, right? When he first came to
Oh,
Florida,
yeah, that's
Tom had him
right.
live with
That's
him
right.
to keep him on track.
That's right.
And then he says in the caption, "Put that shit on."
I don't know why he trolled.
Didn't they like each other though?
Yeah, Tom Brady vouched for
What
him.
does
Yeah,
that
that's
put
weird.
that shit on though? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Didn't they put that shit on like the Super Bowl winning shirt or some shit?
Commenter said, "Huh? Disrespectful. That man let you in his crib."
Yeah, like Tom let them live together. It's fucked up. What else you got?
What you like?
Let's do the my great uncle Walt Disney.
Oh,
Disney heiress.
Was she on Marin? I was listening to her on Marin.
I don't know if it's specified. Oh yeah, exactly. Disney heiress
great
Abigail Disney ripped her great uncle Walt Disney for being fascist and stoking
Benefit.
anti-Semitism.
Wednesdays, if I go to Amazon, if I go to a lot of places, I'm going to get something in the same range.
But isn't
and
that
so
because that's
that's
the
what
market?
the market decided?
Right.
But the market has also decided that there has to be these huge rewards for shareholders, huge rewards for management. There's so much cash flow.
Oh, she's
in
going
American
against
businesses.
Disney.
They're so profitable, and we're not using that cash to reward workers. Why should they live at the very bottom of what is tolerable or acceptable?
That was sort of a different point than the article. The other quotes that I thought were interesting were he bordered on rabid fascism, and just tells about some of the decisions he made.
This has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, they weren't shy about delving into the stereotypes that serve them. The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf, he portrayed the wolf as a Jewish peddler and named one of the wisecracking black
true.
crows from Dumbo, Jim Crow.
Yep. Look, people were racist back then.
Yeah.
Unabashedly so. It sucked being black, to say the least.
And so I guess her message now, as we heard from that clip, is more worker friendly. Like
She said they were men of their time, but that's an excuse they knew. I don't know if they did.
My grandfather wasn't racist, and he was old. Just depends on who you were as a person, man.
Yeah, they got rid of that the Splash Mountain Song of the South, apparently. Or
Oh,
something.
it's done now.
When I went to the South, I noticed how many families I was friends with their kids. I couldn't believe how the N-word was used all the time. And you use that word in my house, in my grandmother's house, my grandfather's house, my mother's house, my father's house. I would have gotten the fuck kicked out of me.
when was this?
I was born in 1967.
So you're saying it as a kid?
As a kid, when I grew up,
Yeah.
the N-word was used among white people in America
In the South.
and in the North, by the way. When I went to summer camp, the kids that I knew who were from New York, in New York, if you were Irish or if you were Italian in New York City, or you grew up in the boroughs of the Bronx or Brooklyn, you use the N-word all the time. You use the N-word all the fucking time, and I heard it all the time. There is no doubt that racism was alive and well in the North and the South, and we've made big strides, but
Did you see the guy who he's selling solar panels? We did on King's thing. He's selling solar panels. And he just messes up. And he rings the guy's doorbell. The guy's black guy. He goes, "Hey, sir," he goes, "I'm just going around the neighborhood. We sell solar panels to," and he said the N-word. And he goes, "Oh, no, I didn't mean that." No. And the guy goes, "Fuck off." Close the door. It's the worst.
This is the great.
It's the worst hiccup of all time.
why would he say that though?
I don't know.
Freudian slip, but clearly it's a guy who's accustomed to saying the N-word. Let's just put it that way. You would have to assume with the ease in which he said it.
I don't know if I should show it. They're probably like,
It's all over, Chin. I don't know if YouTube's gonna do it. It's the worst slip of all time, and he just stays there at the door like, "Oh my god, I fucked up."
Is that a white guy?
Yeah, get ready for this, B. It's the worst of all time.
Hello? Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Hey,
It's a black guy.
I'm Fernando. I work at Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking.
Oh, they do it.
Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
So instead of neighbor, you know what he said?
Talking to all the neighbors.
Neighborhood, but he said the N-word hood.
We should.
Well, I think you said
we had on
talking to all
King.
the
It's
neighbors.
literally it's everywhere.
He's also
we
he's
can
also
find
not
it, Jim.
white. He's also Latino, and I'm just so mortified.
Oh,
right now.
when you hear the real thing, you're like,
'Cause
holy.
that's exactly. So what happens is, among your group, you're talking about that.
Maybe do it on Twitter.
How embarrassing!
Oh, it's
How
it's the biggest fuck
fucking-
up of all time. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he lost his job or what.
Well, it's just a major disaster.
Oh, dude, he stops at the end and he's just like, damn.
Oh man.
So how would you search in Twitter? You can't search for
It's
African-
salesman uses the N-word.
I'm already cringing.
Oh no, when you
some
hear it,
things
it's
make
way
me
worse.
Cringe.
It's way worse.
Oh no.
Here it is.
Let's see.
So the guy's at the door right now, you guys.
Doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to neighbors. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
Oh God. God damn it. I can't take it. Oh no.
Keep playing, Jen, because he goes to he thinks he's like, man, maybe I can salvage this. Watch.
No, man, that wasn't even.
And he's not Latino, Brian. He's white.
His name is Fernando.
Look at him. He's like, God. He realized he fucked up. He's like, God, maybe I should go back. Look at him. He's thinking about going back.
No,
in.
it's rewinding to the front.
Oh,
the
it's
beginning.
so fucking embarrassing.
It's so bad.
Do you know what happens though? In your mind, you're thinking to yourself, how crazy would it be if I said that? Like you can think, like there are times when you can think, like as a human being, you go, can you imagine if I said something like that? Like we all do that.
I've never done that.
No, I'm saying
I've never had to be like, oh, don't say the N-word here.
no, but you can, in your mind, you can be like, can you imagine if I went up and said something? Like you can always think of the worst case scenario because you're doing this job and you have time in your
I think you give him
hands.
too much credit. I think he used the word and it just came out. It was too natural.
I don't know.
And it wasn't like N-I-G-G-A.
All I know is
it was a hard
all I know is
R.
that was
So painful.
Okay, I did a slip before, but not like that. But so I was hanging out with my friends, and there's a gay couple, and it's always in my mind that there's a gay couple. Don't say anything stupid, and of course, suddenly I'm like, talking to my other friend. Oh, that shirt is so gay or something like that. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I never say that, but for whatever reason, I was thinking gay, so it came out.
Sometimes it comes, yeah, but I had a buddy I was growing up with. His dad passed away from cancer when he was like 2, so he grew up without his dad, and he was like, his dad was his hero. We were playing a game, and I was beating the shit out of him, and he was like starting to get all mad, and like he was talking shit to me, and I was like, why don't you go up and get your dad down and beat his ass? And he was all, and I was like, oh, he's like, fuck you. I was like, no, oh my God, I was like 12, and I was like, oh no, I didn't mean your dad.
Did I ever tell you? So my buddy Gavin is cutting. He's cutting Warrior the movie, and the editor's there. And he's just editing, and so I'm with Gavin. I'm with my other buddy, and I'm with my other buddy. And so Gavin said something like, I got this like pain, or something like that. I got this, thing, or this is bugging me. And I go, cancer, you have cancer. And Gavin goes, like right behind me, he goes, both his parents had terminal cancer.
But how that's
I
not
didn't know.
You just didn't know.
And the guy at the thing was just doing this. He didn't move. I was like,
he's probably like,
I'll see you guys later.
That's a professional right there.
yeah, but he probably knows too. He's like, he's not.
But I do that like my buddy Kevin he had a shirt off and there was a zit on his back, and I walk by and I go, that's cancer. You don't have long to live. And I just kept walking,
Yeah.
But sometimes
Yeah. If you joke around
maybe
too
cancer
much,
isn't.
joke
the
around too
funniest
much.
thing.
Maybe, isn't
sometimes.
that, maybe yeah.
But I like joking about
No,
crazy shit.
you gotta.
What else?
gotta-
What
Can't
else
say
you got
just
on there,
don't joke
Mark?
about cancer.
Megan Kelly says, "Put your vag away," or Putin's nuke convoy.
Or
What's
the Green
Green
Goblins.
Goblins? Biden thanks Coast Guard members and fires them.
Did you see
Over a vax
fucking?
thing,
Did you see fucking Hillary Clinton having a serious conversation with Megan Thee Stallion, her and Chelsea about WAP or WAP, that great song that was so empowering.
It's just them trying
wet
to
ass
get,
pussy.
It's just them trying to get a fan base.
Wow.
Trying to,
Fuck.
Look, we're hip, we're cool.
Yeah.
How about that WAP
Get
song?
the fuck
How
out.
Vote for
likable
us.
is Chelsea
Get
Clinton?
out of here.
Which one?
Both you.
which
Get
one do you
out
want?
of here.
Let's see the Green Goblins. I thought this was pretty interesting. So at first I thought, like, maybe is this some sort of like TikTok prank video? Train victim's mom slams complete animals in bizarre neon leotards who assaulted, robbed NYC teens.
Damn.
They're the Green Goblin Gang, and the furious mom of one of their victims says the fiends were complete animals, randomly attacking their daughter on her birthday of all days.
And it's females. And they're just attacking this lady for what reason?
I guess it was a robbery. Newly released video captured the bizarre group of female
Oh, they
robbers
had 2 guns.
wearing full-body neon green leotards as they punched and tossed around 2 19-year-old women on a
Green
Times
man.
Square subway.
Wow.
Train about 2 a.m. Sunday, the victims were robbed of a cell phone and a handbag. That's a lot of work to just rob a cell phone and a handbag, huh?
Well,
It's also pretty easy to find them. They're saying
And you're the Green Goblin.
green.
The guys in Manhattan Beach who robbed
One girl
11
has a
guys with
tummy.
guns. 11
What?
guys with guns came in at like 6 p.m. on Manhattan Beach, robbed that jewelry store, got away with $1 million worth of
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
$1 million, never got caught. Got in their car, a gang, and I talked to the guy who was there. He
The
goes, I was here.
talent job vibes.
They came in with their guns and just took literally $1 million.
Christ.
And the cops are like, yeah, they kind of went on.
Jesus
And also,
Christ.
you don't really, you take a big loss. Insurance doesn't pay for all that.
No. Well, I was watching, I don't know why people are fascinated by it, but maybe I do because I watch it whenever there's a car, like a car chase, the news will stop whatever. Breaking news, car chase down the 101. I was watching it the other night. Now the rule in California is they won't pursue or chase the person. So they'll put the spikes out, but they don't want to injure people.
Yep.
So the cops will just back off. And then even the news reporter is like, for those of you that don't know, the chopper follows them, but the cops don't pursue it because they don't want them, because more people get hurt
Yes.
with them trying these crazy maneuvers.
Yep.
So just let them go now. He's like, just so you know, that the cops are gonna live to fight another day. Hopefully he messes up again. They find him. You're like, oh wow, okay,
That's pretty ballsy.
yeah. The guy was fucking chucking and driving like Fast and Furious though,
bet.
driving backwards and shit in a Civic.
Damn. Scary.
Alrighty.
Let's do one more.
Which one?
What do you think about the Putin's nuke convoy? Because I think this is or do you want to have fun?
I'm
with Megan
scared of
Kelly's
it.
match?
I'm scared of it.
Well, they have different rules of engagement in Russia. They believe in using tactical nukes, for example, to clear out a field so that troops can march through it, even though the guys who march through that are going to die of radioactive poisoning pretty soon, right? So they just have a different attitude towards nukes, and it is not unfeasible that they might use them.
A lot of this is, sending a
tactics?
message. Yeah.
But I'm just saying they do have different, their philosophy
Yeah.
of using nukes is different.
Yeah,
We should all be-
100%.
They
we should
use
all be
smaller
very
nukes
afraid.
in warfare.
I think we should all
And then also NATO, because they're saying Ukraine wants to meet with NATO to sign with them, but NATO's not going to do it because if we do that, then it's on, man.
he needs a face-saving way to get the fuck out of Ukraine. That's what he has.
Yeah, maybe just
Look at
die.
that. Look at that. He's got a very human face, doesn't he? Jesus.
Yeah, so a military train that belongs to the forces responsible for Russia's nuclear arsenal has been spotted moving toward the front lines in Ukraine. While
And my
Moscow-
thing, let's say he went crazy, he just went batshit crazy and started launching nukes. They're saying that he can't really fuck with America too much.
No.
Like some in New York, he might be able to reach, but not much of New York.
Well, no. It's also that, the truth is NATO has the capability to destroy Russia's entire army in a long weekend. The problem is that if you give the Ukrainians weapons that are too devastating, that would be a red line in the sand. It's a balancing act. We're giving Ukraine,
We're giving trillions of dollars, but
and
we're
giving them a lot of weaponry that is working, but you got to be careful. You don't want to completely devastate their whole army. It's just a fucking terrible disaster, man. For the Russians too.
It's horrible.
They don't want to be in there.
No.
Those Russian kids do not want to be in there. I feel so bad for all of it.
which one do we end on? Do we end on put your vag away for Megyn Kelly or Biden thinks
Let's put your
Costa?
vag away with Megyn Kelly. What's she saying?
So this is an old thing, obviously, that she's referring to. But Megan Kelly thought Jennifer Lopez.
What?
Yeah, let's let her say it.
like Jordan Peterson, listen to Jordan Peterson, subscribe to Jordan Peterson, or anybody else speaking out
That's
about
not
these
the
issues, they get.
That's not the clip.
We can hear though.
I like Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly thought Jennifer Lopez and Shakira wore outfits that were too revealing when the singers performed.
I
at the Super
disagree.
Bowl.
I disagree.
I objected to JLo and Shakira showing their vag at the Super Bowl, the former Fox News primetime star said on her podcast. I don't want that.
I think this is the clip here.
Yeah.
I object to JLo and Shakira showing their vag at the Super Bowl. I don't want that. It's got to be situation appropriate.
She's being
But
silly.
I don't really object to just women embracing their bodies or showing off their bodies. Like the pictures you see, Paulina Porizkova just had a really interesting post. She showed her bottom. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
What I object to, back on the Kardashians, is the unrivaled vanity. The self-promotional, out of control, focus on one's self.
I agree.
Ego.
I agree. We live in a time when that's considered paramount. I think at the end of the day, it sucks, and I don't think it brings out the best in people. But that's what I think.
Do you think there's any tension in her being a on-air personality who makes a living off
What's
her
that?
appearance?
Yeah, Megyn Kelly. I mean, one of the reasons she's at where she's at because
She's pretty fucking smart. I'm impressed with Megyn
She is
Kelly.
very smart.
I've always been
she's very
impressed with her.
smart. I've always been a fan.
Yeah, me too.
always been a fan.
Always been a fan.
She's my girlfriend.
She's a badass, and she's well grounded,
and she's very
in thoughts.
attractive.
and she's very
Yes,
attractive.
she is.
Sign me
smoking.
the fuck up.
It's always interesting when people go, they're showing their vag, and it's but they didn't. They just
Shakira, I would marry, and I think Shakira is classy as fuck.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez is very, very much. She's about herself only. She's such a classic narcissist, and she's been very successful. The question is, what
She
kind of
looks great
success?
at 50.
She looks better than great at 50,
Yes.
and she's older than that. I saw her at the chili cook-off, and she looked.
Yeah, she looks fantastic.
But I don't think she's not wowing me with her music or even her dancing.
Shakira is?
No, Shakira does.
Oh,
Not-
interesting. But
Not,
JLo
not
doesn't?
JLo.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no,
I'd
not
say
even close to
JLo
the same
has a
voice.
better-
Oh, you're out of your mind.
I don't know.
Hold on. You think JLo has a better voice? Please take that
Her
back.
catalog, her
Oh
songs?
no, that's adorable.
Oh, yeah,
Please
for
take
sure.
it back.
You know,
You don't know what the fuck. You think that JLo has a better
Hey,
voice
Chin,
than Shakira?
Hey, Chin, do me a favor. Hold on.
You
Let's
think
just.
you think JLo has a better voice? No one would agree with you
Chin,
on
let's
that.
see. Hold on.
Oh my
Hold on. Let me
God.
do this, beat. Let me help you. You're 55. Let me help you out here.
Holy fuck.
Go
You're
to
hilarious.
album sales, Jennifer Lopez. Album sales, Shakira.
The album sales have nothing to do with it.
It's who likes who more.
No, okay. McDonald's sells more hamburgers than other places. You can't.
Then
go
what?
by-
Then what, beat? McDonald's makes a good hamburger. Then what?
They don't make a good hamburger compared
They
to what
do,
other.
though.
But they're
Compared to who?
Don't compare numbers, commerciality to someone who has a great voice.
You don't want to compare success?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
So that's the metric. So it's not about
Album
artistry.
sales?
It's about artistry, dude.
How's JLo not an artist?
There are people who are
But how's
way
JLo
better.
not an artist?
She's
There's people
she's a
better than
lot more.
Shakira.
She's not. There's nothing JLo has ever done artistically ever that would be considered original. Okay,
But Shakira is.
Shakira is a better singer and dancer.
Hold
and
on, but she's
performer.
done stuff artistically that's original?
I don't know.
They're both
I
pop
don't-
music.
I don't know, but
They're both pop
Shakira
music.
has by far a better voice than JLo, and I don't think anybody that sings would disagree with that. You can't just go by how many records she sold.
But she still beats her with records.
Shakira still beats her.
Yeah. So Shakira gets
Shakira's a
she's
monster.
huge. More
Yeah,
than
they're
80 million.
both huge.
But Jennifer Lopez, to me, has always been just. I just think
here's
she
my
falls
thing.
short for me.
Here's my
in
thing.
every way, in every way.
I'm a fan of JLo and Shakira. Here's my
every way.
But are you a fan? What do you mean you're a fan?
I
of
like
her?
JLo.
But what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, what do
Hold
you
on,
mean
B.
by
Why are you a fan of Shakira? Calm down, dude.
No,
You're not
calm
Shakira's
down.
agent. Here's my other thing. I don't give a fuck. But if you want to argue, I'll argue all fucking day
Well,
with you.
let's argue.
So calm down.
Why do you like
Here's the
JLo?
thing. Adele's better than both of them,
Correct.
talent-wise.
Shakira's pretty badass, but Adele
She's
has
not
an amazing voice.
As far as voice. No, hold on. We're not talking about dancing. We're talking about singing.
No, Shakira can.
Not like
sing.
Adele, Bryan.
No, Adele is my.
Not even close.
Well, no. Adele's amazing, but Shakira's amazing too.
They're not even in the same fucking category. Nobody would say that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a huge Adele fan.
Adele compared to Shakira.
Shakira can sing.
Compared to Adele. She's like once in a lifetime fucking voice.
Yeah, Adele's ridiculous.
Yes.
She's great. But Shakira
So that's your point.
can belt.
Your point is Shakira's better because she has a better voice, right?
I think Shakira is a more of a
Artist.
musician. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say they're both, JLo and Shakira are the same thing. They're packaged, they dance, they shake their ass, they sell a lot of pop records. Adele is an actual artist. She's not shaking her ass, shaking her tits. She got up one night only in Hollywood saying just a cappella.
Oh, I understand.
That's how good she is.
I understand, but
that would be an artist.
Shakira could do the same.
Shakira and JLo is the exact
Shakira
same.
could do the same thing. She's
Maybe
got that
you're the
kind of
big.
voice.
Apparently, you're some big Shakira.
No,
fan.
I am a fair.
Yeah,
I've
it sounds
actually,
like it.
I am. She's amazing.
She's not Adele.
But she's pretty amazing. She's amazing. She's. I think Shakira can do almost anything, right, as a singer, and she's known for that. But having said that, JLo has never done anything I have ever seen acting wise or musically wise that I think is even remotely original. I think what she is just gorgeous. She puts out a lot of stuff, and she has a great energy. She's charismatic. She has an energy. She's a business.
She's also gorgeous.
She's also
beyond
gorgeous.
She was also a dancer.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Jennifer Lopez is really, really good at branding, at being a businesswoman, at all that stuff. So you can't take away from the fact that she's got this crazy drive, intelligence.
Did you see her in Selena?
I think that comes before her talent.
Did you see her in Selena?
No. But what got her to the dance, but she was never a great actress. There weren't a lot of levels to her.
Just the thing that blew her up was Selena.
Yeah. Well, she's so good looking. Like I saw an audition tape of hers that before she made it, and she didn't even get the job. And you see her in that, and you're like, well, she's the best looking woman I've ever seen in my life.
She's doing something right.
Personally, Jennifer Lopez, as far as physically goes, that's almost my Mount Rushmore. She's one of the girls on Mount Rushmore.
I'm not getting my car and put any of their songs on.
No, you're not. But when she was younger, forget it. Yeah, you give it all up.
This is for In Living Color.
You would lose your mind for her. Let me hear her sing.
Hold on.
See, I think it's the similar comparisons like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Like Britney's not a great singer. Christina Aguilera can sing.
Oh my God, she can sing.
But Britney was bigger.
So she doesn't have an instrument, but she's trying, and she's got balls. And when you're that beautiful and you can do that, you're gonna get.
She was fucking good in Selena. Outside that,
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. But she is beautiful. Look at that.
Now, do you know the words in Spanish to Shakira's Estoy Aquí? Or
What's that?
do you know the words to Shakira's Estoy Aquí?
Oh yeah, dude. I know. I speak Spanish.
Because Shakira's Colombian.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yeah.
We used to date.
Her man cheated on her.
What? You know that she went to
How the
Colombian
fuck
men
you
don't
be
cheat.
how you a Shakira fan not realize her man who's a Premier League soccer player cheated on her?
Oh well, he's a Premier League soccer player.
Yeah, but he cheated on her and they caught video on the beach.
Oh no.
You're not a fan. I'm not even a fan.
She went to UCLA, I think, or where was the college she went to? And she just was in college, and she never told. She had a different name, and nobody knew it until the press was like, "Yeah."
Oh, when she was famous already.
Yeah.
Did she wear a disguise?
She got her whole degree and everything.
She's tiny.
Yeah. The other thing is, I
Like
love her.
5 foot.
The other thing is, I'm into
She's
her
5 foot.
too.
Yeah.
Me gusta.
Yeah, I did. This is B. We've done 10,000 hours of podcasting. I had no clue you were the fan of Shakira's fan club.
I now
You're the
can I
president.
name a song? No. But
Wait, I
listened
thought you
to
just said you knew. Estoy aquí.
She's got it. I know all those songs.
Ahogando.
I'll tell you what's news to me.
Mark knows it. Mark knows all the words.
Wait a second.
Bro, you know the words in Spanish.
I'll tell you what's crazy to me is she sold more records than JLo. Shakira's massive.
Shakira is
They're both
Shakira is
massive.
international and a fucking beast.
Yeah,
remember,
I can't believe this
she
is
sings
like
in Spanish.
This is like recent. Her man cheated on her. Recent.
She speaks.
Really?
She
Like
sings
last
in
month.
Spanish. Remember.
Español, sí.
So there's all of South America. Dude, how's your Spanish?
Not bad. I mean, I
me
learned
see- let me
Spanish
see
by
her.
learning these songs.
I think she's Colombian and Lebanese. I believe that's what her mixture is.
And she's also in tax trouble in Colombia. She owes $9 million.
That's her boyfriend right there, or her husband?
That was her husband. They have kids together.
Oh no, and he cheated on her.
You have to pay taxes in Colombia?
But you know what? She's probably gone all the time. He's gone all the time. It's tough. Oh,
He's a stud.
look at it! Look at how beautiful those kids are. I feel for both of them in that situation. And that's the chick. Ugh.
No, she's accusing him of lewd text messages.
Oh, it's
That's not her though. He got caught with like a strip. It might have been the
probably
nanny
her.
or some shit like that. That's them kissing there.
Oh no! Wait, that's the girl.
So it says.
I thought it looks like a friendly hug to me. I don't
Bro,
know
you're
about
gonna
that.
get. How
That's a
are you
hug- that's a
doing that
hello,
when you're
oh my God,
famous?
hey, nice to meet you in the water. You know,
sucks.
what if they're
No.
just friends and they're
By the way, right there,
He was on the beach. Like
you're
kissing.
fucked. You see that?
No,
You're-
there's even worse. They're like holding hands on the beach and
yeah,
shit.
the car one just looked like he picked her up from somewhere. Maybe she needed a ride.
Yeah. Oh
You
well,
can't just
that's a
jump to
problem.
conclusions. That's a hello. That's how Europeans kiss.
That
you
was the
guys.
one that went pretty crazy.
Well, you're fucked.
I have not. I still haven't seen one lip kiss here. I've seen a lot of European greetings.
Yeah, but she's got her arms around her in the water.
I mean-
if I see,
so what?
If
That's-
my girl's with a guy like that, it's
Dude, that guy?
it is fucking.
maybe
dumb.
they
The
have
Premier
different
League
rules.
defender, we're fucked, buddy. If your girl starts hanging out with a Premier League
You're
player,
dumb.
you're fucked. They have all the money. And
Well, what
they're
am I gonna
also-
s- what am I
they're also
gonna
the
say?
best looking athletes
Yeah.
out of anybody.
Maybe they
And
were
what am I
just
gonna say?
talking
You don't
about
want me?
soccer.
You don't want medium and wrinkled? What the fuck? You don't want 55?
I mean, I'm not even a Shakira fan. I'm hip to that.
Huh?
I'm not even a Shakira. I think she's all right. I'm not listening to music. You had no idea she got cheated on.
No,
You had no idea she has tax issues.
No.
She's like Wesley Snipes.
You know
dude.
some stuff.
Nah, it's just,
I got a little heat.
way too heat.
It's because of JLo.
I was like, wait, what? And then I've never seen an argument I don't like. I'm like, I guess I'll argue
Shakira and
this.
JLo argument.
What? You're going to get this upset over Shakira and
Well,
JLo?
in the middle of it, I was like,
And then when I said Adele's better, you're like, well, maybe.
I
I'm
kind of
like,
lost.
wow,
I
this-
lost
he's got-
interest in the argument because I was like, I don't really care that much.
Me neither. And I was like, wait, what?
But Shakira does have an impressive voice.
Yeah, she can sing. She can.
I think they're both impressive. I don't give a fuck.
One's more of a business person. The other's more of a.
One's more relevant.
Shakira's
I
probably.
mean, Shakira JLo. She had a movie just come out.
Oh.
But
And she just made Ben Affleck.
You know, one thing that you underestimate sometimes is like the whole Latin, community worldwide. Like the Spanish, you think like, oh, Bad Bunny, whatever. He wasn't on my radar. I'm like, what? He's got 80 million followers.
Well,
or whatever.
that's like Carol G. Like, my girl's Mexican as shit. She loves
Yeah.
Carol G. Even though Carol G's
No clue who that is.
She's Puerto Rican. I forget what she is.
Yeah.
My girl's gonna kill me for not knowing. I forget what she is, but I bet Brian's never heard of her.
Colombian.
She looks like
Colombian.
She's Colombian, so she looks like Khloe Kardashian, but better.
Yeah, she
and
does.
she's super talented. Dude, she is massive.
Yeah, you don't
So my
know.
girl went to the Bad Bunny concert on Saturday night at fucking Staples or
Yeah.
whatever's now.
What's a
crypto.
Bad Bunny?
See, here's the thing. So when I argue with Brian just said, "What's a Bad Bunny?" Right? So that's why I get so frustrated. But Bad Bunny is the biggest artist in the world right now.
Bad
he won
Bunny?
all the awards. All the awards.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bring up Bad Bunny. How do I not know Bad Bunny? Fuck, I'm old.
He's an actor too.
That's Bad
He's
Bunny.
in Narcos.
Oh, so Bad Bunny is a musician?
Yes. Hold on. He's the musician right now.
Really?
He beat out Taylor Swift for the
Spanish
awards.
guy?
He's Colombian, I think, or what is he?
Sings in Spanish?
Oh, only. Yeah, his English is not good.
Okay, his
He did
nose
a
is
song with
all-
Drake though, and Drake sung Spanish.
Oh wow.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto
His
Rican.
nose is all as well.
He's also bi. He'll suck your dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Suck your
All
dick.
right. All right. There you go. Mm-hmm. Cool glasses.
How did you
That's fine.
find this out?
Bi?
Yeah.
He talks about
What
it.
an amazing name, Bad Bunny.
I guess maybe the name was a clue, huh?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad bitch.
And your girl went to Bad Bunny.
Oh, did she ever? Merch. My kids have their merch t-shirts and shit.
Whoa. Oh boy.
No, he got caught making out with a guy in a club.
Okay. All good.
And now, did he admit it before? Or was this kind of like, okay, you
He
got
talks
me.
about he doesn't identify as straight or bi. He's
Yes.
like, I'm just.
He says
You
it's
gotta do.
fluid.
He's
You
fluid.
gotta be like, oh, fuck whoever.
Kids these days are fluid.
You know what you
Same.
say? Yeah, this is how it is. Ask me what my sexuality is.
What are you into, man?
I fuck people, dude.
I just fuck humans.
I fuck
Yeah.
folks.
I like all humans.
Yeah.
I'm a
Like
people
I'll walk
fucker.
into a room and I go, I'll fuck all y'all.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
That's fine. You're
Right?
fluid,
That's
dude.
lit.
Yeah.
Well, now I educated you on Bad Bunny.
Now I know Bad Bunny. I'm the American Bad Bunny.
Yeah, people are upset that he beat out like Taylor Swift and like The Weeknd and shit. He's massive.
Well, whoever those people are, I have nothing in common with because don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if it's Shakira, you're willing to die on the hill for
I'll
it.
die on the hill.
That makes sense.
You know what it is? I have a thing for
I was mad that you got mad about Shakira. And I was like, wait, why are we arguing?
I have a thing for her.
I mean, but not for JLo.
No, I'd fight you for Shakira. I'd punch you in the face and then let the chips.
I mean, she's single right now. You might.
I'm about to get married though, Bubba.
But here's
Got
the
a
thing.
baby.
I'm about to.
Well, also, she could pay my other alimony and child support. That's a good point. So now I got 3
I
babies.
mean, she's in some tax trouble, $9 million in the hole.
That's no problem for Shakira.
For her, it's
You know
nothing.
what? We'll just go on tour. And when
But
I say
also
we,
just pay those
I'm her
taxes.
support.
Oh, by we, I'll sell the merch out the
I
back.
hang up my microphone, no more stand up, and I'm just like, honey, you want some more? Do you want ice in that, or that's me? That's me. Do you want coffee right now? Not right now.
Can
right?
you imagine living that life where your
Me?
girl's just this? Say you marry JLo,
Yeah.
dude.
And being
Listen,
a bitch.
your career's cool.
Yeah.
You married JLo, daddy. She's doing concerts at Crypto fucking Staples, aka
Yeah.
Staples Center,
Yeah.
Lambeau Field. She's all over Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Your career ain't. She's like, how much you make?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I pay my dancers more.
Yes. And she
Honey,
would love.
honey.
Now she loves me, right?
She didn't say, honey, but I need you on tour with me, so you have to stop your life.
Do I get to play with the kids all day and the dogs?
You're
Sign me
a
up.
housewife.
Sign me up.
You're a housewife.
I think at this
You
age,
think you could do that?
at this age, you might be able to sign me up. Because what I do is I would just say, I'm going to raise these children to be X-Men.
But when you're 25, you think, you have hopes and dreams. You want to shatter
Yeah, but
those.
when you're 55, it's like
55
not
is
missing much.
yeah, ride's over.
Yeah, I'd miss stand-up, but it's okay. Not when I'm traveling in my own jet.
Not when I'm in the Hamptons.
I would sip the best wine.
Now here's the thing though, but dude, and she's a tough one.
She's a tough
That's what they say.
So she might scold me for not having
She'll scold you.
things done.
She can yell at you for the house not being the way she likes it. She's gonna scold you for not having her Diet Coke to a certain temperature. She's gonna scold you for not having the fucking M&Ms in one color.
I'm pretty good though, and I'd be her protector.
No, well, she has security, so I mean you can pretend that,
Oh,
but there's
so I'm
security
not-
everywhere.
I'm not that
No,
guy.
you're not even protected.
But I'd be training.
Sure, train all you want. She's like very cool, honey.
Because by the time I'm
you don't
60,
have
which is
7
less
Navy
than
SEALs
5
out
years from
front,
now,
right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a weird gig?
Well, it'd be.
You'd really have to check your ego.
Well, yeah, and I think I would die.
You'd be miserable.
Yeah. Well, people like that, women like that, will leave you too. As soon as you no longer serve a function, they're like, "Well, this isn't working for me," and then they're going to be fucking around on you, and you're going to be home with the kids and the dog.
Well, it's like sugar babies. You're paying a price.
Yeah, I had a woman when I was a young man say that to me. She was a doctor. She goes, "Why don't you just let me take care of everything, and you can do all your stuff? You can do your taekwondo." She goes, "You can do your taekwondo and have your dog." I remember that. And she was 35 and I was 22.
Oh, we have a friend, I won't say his name, who was dating a very famous person, and it was before his career ever took off. I'll tell you afterwards, way before. She's like, "Oh, let's just get married. You do your thing. Like, you can still fuck around with other girls, but then just quit doing comedy, and you're just gonna be my guy. Like, I want you at home when I'm home on the road. When I'm on the road, you do your thing. You don't have to come with me, but if you do, you can help me sell merch. But I'll take care of every desire you have. You don't have to do anything. I'll cover all the bills." And he was like, "Oh,
I think I know who that is. I think I know who you're talking about.
Thank God he didn't do it.
Because he's funnier than that person.
Way funnier.
Yes, way funnier. I know exactly who you're talking
Now she makes way more money even now.
about. But she's a terrible.
He said he was like, "Oh man."
Yeah. No, I mean, look, the hustle is real. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
Oh wait, you mean I don't have to go to Pittsburgh Improv this week?
It's not that. It's not that. If you
I
said
don't have to go to Fort Wayne anymore.
No, none of that. If you just said this, Bryan, you will never have to take a shuttle anywhere again. You're never gonna have to take a rental car
See,
shuttle.
if the sugar mamas knew us better, that's how they would guess. They'd be like,
I'd be like, no shuttles?
"But you never have to go through the airport again and deal with TSA. You're only gonna fly private, and you're never gonna take a shuttle. I'm gonna have a car. Name the car. What car you want waiting for you?" I'm like,
Okay. I'd do it.
"Be tough not to."
Yeah.
But you never have to worry about YouTube suppressing your videos ever again. I will buy YouTube for you, and you do whatever you want. I'm like, "Oh
my God." Where are you going to be this weekend?
This weekend I have off. My papa's coming to town. I'm doing sets around LA, but next week back on tour, San Jose. Glad you brought that up. Shakira lover. Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm in San Jose. San Jose Improv is next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's October 13th through the 15th. The week after that, I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. Wise Guys, October 20th through 22nd. Come on out, Salt Lake City. And then I end October in Calgary. One night, Thursday, the 27th, I'm at the Rooftop downtown Calgary, Canada. That's Alberta. And then because that thing's selling so well, we added a show on Friday. So I'll be there Thursday and Friday now. I'm trying to get back Saturday morning so we can do a fight campaign on the 29th for the Jake Paul fight and the Calvin Cater and Arnold Allen fight. Keep you guys posted. November, San Antonio and Houston heavy. And then I'm in Jeffrey Dahmer's hometown, Milwaukee, November 18th through the 19th. But San Jose, you're up next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm all over LA. Laugh Factory, Improv this week. Get you some. Tickets at thickboy.com.
Bridgeport, Connecticut, Stress Factory, you're up October 13, 14, 15. Bridgeport. If you're in the tri-state area, come see Daddy. Schaumburg, Illinois, the weekend after that, October 27, 29. Charlotte, North Carolina, Comedy Zone, November 10, 11, 12. And then, of course, Naples, Florida, Off the Hook.
And Naples is fine? Do we know if the hurricane fucked with them?
Our boy Eric, I checked in on him.
What did he say?
At Virginia. They made it okay.
It didn't get washed away?
Well, Fifth Avenue, or, that people were using boats to go up it.
But it's fine now?
It missed them. It stopped where their restaurant was.
Good. Thank God. Shout there.
Dude, it was no joke. Florida was no fucking joke, man.
No,
I didn't
man.
realize it. That's why I checked up.
All right, kids. This is the Firing Kid. Biggest Shakira fans of all time. We're out.